Welcome everybody. Welcome back to the KaveMan Aquatics live stream. Thank you for coming here. I appreciate all you guys that show up early and you guys that show up on time too. Today's topic we're going to talk about is going to be supplements that we should be adding. Well, not should be, but supplements that we could be adding to our food to enhance our fish's quality of life. We're going to go through it. I know I've already done a video on this topic, but there is an update to the mix that I use, and that's what we're going to cover today. So first, I want to welcome all you guys that are here watching the replay. I appreciate you guys catching the replay after the fact. Please let me know that you guys were here. Leave a comment below, hashtag replay squad, so that I could thank you accordingly. And of course, I want to thank all you guys that are here right now. Let me see who got here nice and bright and early, because I love to shout out my early birds as usual. Fabe310 was the #1 guy here in the chat. Thank you, Fabe. I appreciate you. Let's see who else is here. Pamela's here. Andre's here from Little Neck, New York. Tech Valley's here. Patrick is here. Patrick Klima, because I know there's another Patrick in here that just became a tank boss somehow. I don't know how that happened. Tech Valley's in the building. My man, Yes is here. Stephanie's here. Hey, Stephanie. Bigger is Better from Brooklyn is here. What's up, bro? Los Angeles Sickler's in the building. Elisa's here. Richard's here. Patrick is here. My man, Patrick. David Cochran, you made it, bro. Thank you for being here. Who else? Sean is here nice and early. Rob Little's here from the UK. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Let's see who else got here nice and early. And Superland 1976 from PA. All right. Appreciate all you guys. Let's get right into the topic now, guys. I'm going to get into this topic. I'm going to cover the whole thing. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves and ask questions amongst yourselves, but I cannot get to your questions until after the main topic is done. So if you have questions for me, hold those until we get to the Q&A, but feel free to chat amongst yourselves. Okay, guys. Fish foods. When we talk about fish foods, we're going to talk about what they're all lacking. And this goes all the way across the board, no matter what type of fish food you use. If you're using pellets, now I'm not really talking about flakes too much here, guys. I'm talking about the mass production of pellet fish food. The process of making these pellets, when they are heated and dried, they all lose a bunch of vitamins and minerals during that process. It's a process of that all commercial fish food go through. It's an inevitable thing. They can't stop it. There's no way to change it. All fish foods lose these vitamins and minerals. That's totally normal. So because of that, is why it's a good idea to add some supplements to your fish food to just enhance what they are already losing. You know, if they're losing some vitamins and you add some supplements to it, that's going to bring the vitamins right back to it. So for some people that believe that maybe adding these extra supplements is kind of a waste and the fish do fine with the food, yeah, I'm sure they do fine with just the food. But this is something that you can do extra for your fish. Give them a little bit of extra health, extra life longevity, a little bit of extra color too in some fish. So let's get into it real quick with the very first one. I'm going to start off with the one. I'm going to go right off the bat, guys, and tell you what the update is. So previously, one of the supplements that we used to use was called Vitality. Now, the reason why I chose to use Vitality, and through all the articles that I read online where I found that Vitality was a good one to use, is because of the vitamin C that's found inside the Vitality. Okay, I see the chat moving. Just want to make sure nothing crazy was happening. The vitamin C in Vitality is what we were after, because vitamin C is one of the most important vitamins that fish need to keep their immune systems up. We all know what happens when our fish get sick, right? It's because they get stressed out for some type of reason, and when they get stressed, their immune systems get weaker, and now they're susceptible to all kinds of diseases and all kinds of crazy stuff. So we need to keep their immune system up and strong, and they get that from the vitamin C. Funny, right? Just like us, vitamin C gives us the same benefits. So we use Vitality because the vitamin C was in there, even though Vitality was made specifically actually for reef tanks, for saltwater reef tanks. But what we were after was the vitamin C in Vitality. Well, after talking with CChem and doing some discussion, CChem also makes a product called Nourish, guys. And Nourish is the product that we're going to update in this mixture. Don't worry, I'm going to go through the whole thing just in case you haven't seen the video on the supplements. But this is the update. The reason why we're going to switch to Nourish now, guys, is because Nourish contains one element that is specifically beneficial for freshwater fish, and that is the iodide. The iodide in Nourish is what is beneficial for freshwater fish, and the iodide is not found in Vitality. But here's the kicker, right? The reason why myself and many others have went with Vitality in the past, because of the vitamin C, well, it was unknown to a lot of people, including myself, that Nourish also contains vitamin C. It's not that visible on the CChem website, but because I've had discussions with CChem back and forth and we kind of went through the ingredients, Nourish also contains that very important vitamin C, but it also has the iodide, which is specifically beneficial for freshwater fish. So these are the vitamins that you need for freshwater fish. Go with Nourish instead of Vitality. This is it right here. Next one we're going to go through is your Vitachem. Vitachem is made by Boyd Enterprises. Vitachem is basically, guys, just a multivitamin. This has a bunch of amino acids and vitamins that are missing from the foods themselves. They just don't have these vitamins. This Vitachem bottle, and all you need is a couple of drops of this mixed into your food, and you're going to get a plethora of vitamins, a plethora of amino acids. Everything that these other supplements are missing, vitamin-wise, is going to be found right here in the Vitachem. Go with that. Next one we got, guys, is zooplankton. Another one that is also meant for saltwater reef tanks. Zooplankton is basically food for coral in a saltwater reef tank. And what do we want out of corals? Those of you that know saltwater, we want color out of our corals all the time. And this is where they get their color from. Zooplankton contains melanin, I believe it is. Yes. Zooplankton contains melanin, which brings out the color in fish and coral that have high pigmentation. In other words, that have high color. So this helps boost their color. This is where your fish are going to get the color from. They're going to love this zooplankton just as much as any coral is going to love zooplankton as well. Okay. Last but definitely not least, guys, is Garlic Guard. Now, Garlic Guard, some of you may be familiar with this, and you know that fish love the taste and the smell of garlic. Obviously, Garlic Guard is a flavor enhancer, but there's more benefits to Garlic Guard than just that. Garlic Guard also, the active ingredient in garlic is alanine, and alanine is great at helping prevent disease. It boosts your fish's health, and it wards off a lot of diseases straight from the garlic. So this kind of stuff, even if you're not using anything else, Garlic Guard is something that is a very great supplement to use. If it's the only thing you're going to use out of all of these, go with the Garlic Guard because it's going to keep your fish healthy. It's also going to help with those finicky eaters that maybe you want to try a new food and they don't really want it too much. You drop a little Garlic Guard in there and they're going to go after it like animals. Like the animals they are. So just to recap, guys, these are the 4 products. And what you want to do is take any pellet fish food that you currently use. It doesn't matter which one it is. You take your normal dosage amount, you put it into a little cup or a container, and then you're going to dose with 1 part each one of these. So for me, because I feed a big portion to that big 210 over there, I usually use 1 capful of each one. But you don't have to use a whole capful. Maybe you could go with half a capful. And for the Vitachem, this all you need is a couple of drops. Maybe 5 to 10 drops of this into your food. And you're going to want to let those pellets soak with all of these products for about 5 to 10 minutes, maybe even 15. You basically want all the liquid to almost be gone so that the pellets soak up all of the liquid. Once your pellet food looks that way with almost no liquid in it at all, now you know they're ready to go. You can feed that right to your fish. Also, one other thing is if you wanted to make a mixture that will last you a couple of days, you can also, but you will need to refrigerate what you don't feed in the moment. Now, I think that going a week, making a week's worth of food is probably too long because I'm sure even though it's in the fridge, you're going to lose some of the vitamins when you wait that long. But I would say the safe bet is about 2 to 3 days. If you make 2 to 3 days worth of portion, that should be good to go for those 2 to 3 days. Just make sure you refrigerate the portion that you don't use. All right, guys, hopefully that helps you out. Hopefully you guys try it. If you're willing to try it and you see any changes in your fish, please let me know. Leave a comment below of this live stream. I want to know how your fish are doing trying these supplements out. My guys use it. Oh, here's one more thing, guys, that I almost forgot. It's easy to say feed this every day, right? I used to say that myself, and I used to do that as well. But it can get difficult mixing this up all the time. Even if you are storing it for 2 to 3 days in the fridge, you know, sometimes we get home from work, we're a little bit tired, we know the fish has to eat, so we just grab the pellets, drop it in there, good, the fish are fed. All right, let me go hang out, lay down, sit on the couch, relax for a little bit. I get it. So at minimum, guys, I would say try to feed this at least 3 to 4 times a week. It doesn't have to be all 7 days, but at least 3 to 4 times a week. If you could do twice, okay, twice a week, you're still gonna see some beneficial changes in your fish using this 3 to 4 times a week, maybe even just twice a week. All right, so give it a shot, guys, and let me know how it goes in the comments below. Look forward to hearing about it. Okay, guys, hopefully you enjoyed that. Let me get back in the chat here. Let me see what's going on. Okay, before we move on to the fun part, guys, let me show you this. I talked the whole time here, and I didn't mean to do that. So here's the tank, guys. I meant to actually do some of it with this view, so you guys didn't have to just stare at my mug the whole time. But let me change this here. Okay. So before we start the fun part that everybody loves to go to, let me let you guys know. I hope that it's been working. Yes, I see it already. It is working. Guys, you have already been accumulating some points. For those of you that are new right here to the stream, everybody that's watching is accumulating points, and the points work as follows. Anything you do here in the stream, even by just sitting there and watching, you accumulate points. If you comment into the chat, you accumulate points. If you super chat, if you subscribe, if you become a member, all of that stuff gives you specific amount of points. They're labeled right there, what you get. And at the end of the live stream, guys, we're going to do a free giveaway. I'm giving away a KaveMan t-shirt for one lucky winner. Stick around for that. You can enter the giveaway with the points that you accumulate. If you don't want to use your points, that's totally fine. They roll over into the next live stream, and you could save your points for something bigger in the future. Totally up to you. All right, guys? And the way that you guys check your points is right there on the screen. You're going to type exclamation point points, and then it's going to tell you how many points you've accumulated. You can only use that once every 5 minutes, guys, so that we're not spamming the chat. All right. Next thing I want to tell you is the membership that we have here. We have a membership in KaveMan Aquatics, and we get together twice a month and do a members only live stream just like this, but it's a smaller group of us, and I get to focus on your questions and your details a little bit more than I can here in this big public one. Best way to support the channel is by joining the membership. I thank you in advance. Last but not least, guys, if you're having trouble with cloudy water in your tank, which I know a lot of beginners do, all of the causes for cloudy water and all of their solutions are right here in this book. It's going to keep your water crystal clear 24/7. I guarantee it. If it doesn't help you, I send your money right back. Check out the book. Trust me, you're going to enjoy it. All right, guys, let's hit it. It's Q&A time, guys. So the way we're gonna do the Q&A today, I'm gonna roll to the bottom of the chat right now and start from the bottom, and I'm gonna do my best to go one after another. But sometimes, guys, this thing does jump around. So if that happens, I'm just gonna pick a new spot and I'll continue from there going down the list. Just remember, you could always super chat and I get to those immediately. Promise. All right, guys, let's see where we're at. So I see one of my members right here, Travis, is in the building. Travis says, question. When adding 4 new fish to my tank, changing up the decor is really not an option. Okay. How should I go about it? They'll be going in with 26 fish about the same size. 4 fish is a great number. I want to move this chat so I don't lose that question. 4 fish is a great number to add at one time. The number is usually between 3 to 5. Now, I'm assuming that you're talking about African cichlids because you didn't mention what type of fish you're adding. With African cichlids, you normally want to add more than 3. 3 to 5 is a good number. So with your 4 new fish, the best way to do it that I found is to do it during a water change. Remove your normal amount of water that you normally remove during your water change, be it 50, 75, 80, even 25, whatever it is that you do, do your normal water change. This will get the fish, kind of worked up and kind of lose their focus on these new fish that are about to enter. They'll be more worried about the water change that you're doing. then go ahead and just add the 4 fish right away. Another tactic that you could use after you add those 4 fish, either before you start filling the tank up or after you fill the tank up, drop some food in there. Distract them even more. The point is to distract them as much as possible from the 4 new guys. Let them go chase some food around, but it's still going to be, a little bit hectic right off the bat. They're going to be suspicious of these new guys. The hierarchy is going to have to change now with these 4 new guys, but 4 is a great number to add. Just like that, you shouldn't have any problems, especially since they are the same size like you mentioned. That should work just fine. General 51 is here. Welcome, my bro. CCV, did that work? I don't know. Oh, this thing is jumping. Let me find a spot before I lose it. Travis says, yes, Africans. I guess he's replying to me, so I must have jumped all the way to the bottom. Okay, here we go. Okay, I see the chat. You qualify for being on here? Okay, cool. Jersey's in the house. Mansa from Jersey's here. Welcome. Al Halloween says, been doing a fish in cycle for over a month. Still daily testing and ammonia. 0.25. 0.2 nitrite. I'm not following here. Nitrate 0. Okay, so you have ammonia in your tank. I've been doing your way of stability and prime every day and still nothing. Been doing for over a month. Okay. So you got fish in the tank because you said fish in cycle. It's been over a month. You've been dosing every day. I wonder, Al, if you've been doing water changes. Because if you've been doing water changes, that's going to slow down the process. So if you should be doing no water changes at all, your 0.25 of ammonia, if that's really what it is right there, 0.25, that's so minimal, bro, that you almost don't even need to worry about it. And you say you got 0 nitrite. I think that says 0 nitrite. Your tank may be cycled and you may not even know it. Now you say you have 0 nitrate. That's a little sketchy. I don't know if you have a bunch of plants in your tank, maybe bringing your nitrates down to 0, or it's possible. Now, no disrespect intended. It's possible you may be doing the test incorrectly. You got to really shake those nitrate bottles and make sure you do the test correct. But it's also possible that you could have a faulty test kit. So, Al, if I see your comment again, we'll get into that again. I need more details in your tank to try to help out. Lil Beezy says, where did you purchase your fish tank background? I got it from aquadecorbackgrounds.com. If you check them out, aquadecorbackgrounds.com, you can use my code KaveMan10. That'll give you a 10% discount. Tell them that the Caveman sent you. Robin is here. Welcome, Robin. Get your Clearwater book this week. Good job. Oh, you got it. Okay, cool. Robin got the book. Robin, I hope you enjoy it. And if you do, matter of fact, even if you don't, leave me an honest review. I want to know if you didn't enjoy it. But don't forget to leave a review. Somebody just became a member, I think. Let me see what that is. RJ Pursley. RJ Pursley became a Tank Boss member. Nope, that was the wrong one. I gave you a high five and an applause. Thank you, RJ member. RJ Pursley, appreciate you. Oh, what happened there? Okay, that was weird. Close that. Let me get back here. Where was I? This is what happened, guys. I jump around, I lose my spot. That was Robin. I saw Robin. Oh, my chat's frozen, and there it goes. Jumping away. This thing is going nuts right now. Okay. Let me start with, I see RJ Pursley became a tank boss. Okay, we'll start from there. Oh, I see Al replied. So Al says 75 gallon, 1 Oscar, 2 convicts, and a Pleco, all juvenile with a Fluval FX4. Okay, but I don't see your answer about whether you're doing water changes or not. You didn't answer if you have plants in your tank, because all those things matter. Like I said, your tank may be cycled and you don't even know it yet. Roman says, hey Kev, I keep hearing people have crystal clear water without chemical filtration. How's that possible? Well, Roman, I wish I knew where your comment just went because it just jumped and it disappeared. But it's very, very possible. Chemical media is not absolutely necessary. That's not something you have to get crystal clear water. In my book, I do cover a whole bunch of other ways of eliminating the cloud from your tank without using chemical media. Chemical media is also an option in the book, but is not necessary at all. I could go through all the things right now, but that'll take a long time. But trust me when I tell you that many people obtain crystal clear water without chemical media in their tanks. absolutely possible. It's not a must. Patrick is here. I see Patrick got his 17-month badge. My man Patrick been with me from the beginning, guys. I waited to renew my membership just for the extra points. Patrick is finding the loopholes, man, to get his points. I like that. Guys, think like Patrick does. That's very smart. All right, let me see. I see Antonio. Crystal clear water PDF he offers for free is the best. My tank is so clear, it's not even funny. For real, though. Thank you, Antonio. Appreciate you letting us know that the book helped you out. Eddie says, ¿Cómo tú mantienes el agua tan clear? Eddie, I don't know if you guys are just jumping in here, but Eddie, go get this book right here. You can type !CCW in the chat. That's going to pull up a link for you, and it's going to take you right to the book. It's only $5 for the ebook, $10 for the paperback. It's going to get you that crystal clear water you want. Trust me, bro. It's going to help you out. Go get it. And you made me read Spanish live? That's crazy, bro. Can't believe it. Let me find somebody else. I see Stephanie here. Stephanie, well, if he don't knock it off, I'm going to rehome him. Just kidding. I love them all. I missed the beginning of that joke, Steph. Sorry. This chat is going all over the place right now. We got a new member. Agent Shadow Wolf. Welcome to Tank Boss. I don't think you're a new member, Agent Shadow Wolf. Unless you just rejoined right now. But I remember your name. Welcome back, bro. Appreciate you for being here. I see Lil Beezy right here. I've switched to the Norfin cichlid food pellets, but my fish will not really eat them. What do I do? Keep on feeding it to them. They're just used to the food you used to feed before. They're being a little picky, but keep on feeding it to them. And a great option, add some garlic guard to that food and watch them start going after it. But if you're not going to use these supplements on a regular basis, start with some garlic guard just so they can start eating the Norfin, but then take it away because you want them also to be able to eat the pellets by themselves. You don't want them to be dependent on always having to have garlic guard. You can do garlic guard as like a treat. Unless you're using all these supplements to make the mix, then you can do that, like I said, 2, 3, 4 times a week. Patrick says, please consider hitting the thumbs up. Yes, people, please hit that thumbs up. It sends the stream out to more people on YouTube, brings more people here, helps the channel grow. It helps out a ton. I appreciate everybody that hits that thumbs up. Thank you. Mansa Musa says, is it true that the same color African cichlids will be more aggressive to each other? It's not necessarily the same color cichlids, but I know where you're going with it. I know what that means. It's more about the same species of African cichlids. In some cases, if you have more than one of the same species, they may go at it more than anybody else. So it's a good idea, especially if you're a beginner and you're just setting up your tank. Try to differentiate all the species. Get one of each species that you like, and then after your tank is established and you have a lot of fish in there, then maybe you could start adding more multiples of other fish. I think that's what you were getting at. Let me give you guys the tank back. Bronx Bomber says get a bushy nose pleco. Those are great. Los Angeles. Oh, there it goes. It jumped. I see another 12-month member, General 51. Let's go. General 51 is a 12-month Tank Boss member. He's been a Tank Boss for a year. Love you, bro. Love you guys. My daughter's making me laugh. Sorry. Okay, Stephanie says, my fish love all their food except bloodworms. They didn't want anything to do with those. Well, Stephanie, let me tell you something about bloodworms. And this is just my opinion because I know there's a lot of people that feed bloodworms. And yes, fish tend to normally love bloodworms, but I consistently hear a lot of bad things with bloodworms. I hear that fish are getting bloat, that fish get sick. I just hear it's just constantly, it's just all the time. Now I have no like supporting evidence on this, but I hear it enough for me to just choose to feed something else. So just be careful with those bloodworms. That's all I'm gonna say. Patrick in general laughing, going at it. Steve says, how often should I feed my cichlids? If they're African cichlids, Steve, I'm going to assume. If you guys don't tell me exactly what kind of fish you have, you know me, I'm always going to just assume that they're African cichlids. If they're juveniles, you can feed them 2 to 3 times a day. If they're adult fish already, I go with once a day, bro. More than enough. Z-Man says, I'm ordering the garlic guard after the live stream. Appreciate you, bro. Make sure you check that out. In the description below the live stream, I got links to all this stuff. I didn't even mention that. I forgot to mention that, guys. The links to all these products is in the description of the live stream. Appreciate if you use my links. I get a tiny little cut of commission when you do use my link at no extra cost to you. So thank you for that. Nakia says, gold psalm thoughts. I love them. They're beautiful. But they shouldn't be kept with Africans if that's your question. Tank Boss 5.9. Damn, I'm late. No, you're not. You're here right on time, bro. Agent Shadow Wolf. Hey, Kev, keep up the good work. As always, you're doing an epic job. Thank you, my bro. I appreciate you coming back. I haven't seen you in the last few live streams, I don't think. So I appreciate you coming back. Alex says, would you recommend adding one pleco in a 75-gallon with 20 cichlids? Absolutely. Absolutely. But just be careful. Make sure that guy has plenty of hiding spaces so that he can get away when he wants to. And try feeding at night as well, just to make sure that he gets his food, because the cichlids are going to be, thirsty. They're going to go after all the food. He may not get a lot of food, but absolutely. All you need is one in that tank. He's going to take care of all the algae in there. Kai Allen says, can I put a Synodontis catfish with my cichlids? Absolutely. Those guys look great. And I've actually even been considering, ever since I went to the Fish Hut of New Jersey, guys, not too long ago, they have a beautiful 210-gallon African cichlid tank with some Synodontis catfish, and those guys look amazing in there, and they were doing great. So now I kind of want some too. Absolutely. Yes, you can. Oh, the chat is leaving me. Rick Brown says, I just made fish food for a week. Can I just refrigerate or trash it after a few days? I would use it for a few days, use it for 2 to 3 days, and then trash the rest. Because even though they will still eat it, they will eat the rest of it, but you're going to be losing out on some of the vitamins that you've mixed in there. So it's really up to you. I mean, it won't really hurt them if you do still feed it, since you already mixed it. It's fine if you feed it to them. But just know they won't get the full vitamins that you mixed into there. Next time, do 2 to 3 days worth of mix. Stephanie says, wow, I'm glad I threw them out them. It's probably for the best. There's so many other options of food to feed them. I just, I err on the side of caution, and I just choose not to feed them that. Mansa, you're welcome, Mansa. Baron says, I think certain fish. I don't know what that means. Kevin says, are floating pellets bad for your fish? I heard this causes bloat. It's not necessarily the floating pellets, but in some cases, when fish go up to grab those floating pellets, they may also, especially aggressive fish like African cichlids, they may also take a gulp of air. And that gulp of air in their system is what might cause bloat or get them gassy. So I think that's kind of what it has to do with. But my guys prefer the sinking pellets anyway. Al is back. No water changes, no plants, I assume. Shake in the bottom of the bottle hard for 30 seconds, and then shaking test tube 1 minute. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to think of, Al, if you've been going that long, the next question I have for you is how much aeration do you have going on in your tank? Because bacteria not only need ammonia and nitrite for food, they also need oxygen. So you might want to try increasing the oxygen levels in your tank, and that might help finally get your tank cycled. Anthony Jones is late, but he's here. Welcome, bro. Glad you got here. Keenan Davis says, I thought I was a member. Apparently not, Keenan, because you don't have the badge next to you. Go to the channel, hit the membership, and renew it. You might have gotten, not renewed it or something like that. Oh, guys, there's one more thing I forgot to mention. I forgot to mention a bunch of stuff. So, apparently YouTube sent me a message that this new feature is going on where we can gift memberships now, which is super cool, I think. Members of the channel can now gift memberships to anyone here on the live stream. I'm not totally sure how the whole thing works. I think it's somewhere where you do the super chat. You hit the $sign or something like to make a super chat. And then there's options there for you to gift memberships to new people that aren't members so they can get a taste of what a membership would be like. So I think that's pretty cool. But those of you that want to receive a free membership, you guys need to opt in. So in the same place down in the bottom where the $sign is, click that $sign, and there's an option there to opt in to receiving gifts in case someone gifts you a membership. I don't know if it's really going to work. I've never tried it. I don't have the details, but that is what it is. All right, I'm at the bottom. Bigger is Better is trying to renew and is not working. Sorry, bro. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but that's a total YouTube thing. We got to talk to them as to why the membership is not working. Antonio says, do you feed your fish any live fish? No, I don't. I just never have. I never really wanted my fish to target other fish for food, you know? But also, to me, live fish, you never really know what those other fish have in their bodies, in their system, what kind of diseases they may be carrying, and that's going to transfer over to your fish. So for those two reasons is why I don't feed live fish. Victor says, should I get a 125-gallon tank? Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Do it. Get it. You'll love it, and you can thank me later. Scar says, we need a meet and greet at Fish Hut, New Jersey. Hey, I've been there 3 times already, bro, but I'm just popping in. I am going to visit one more time. I believe in about a week or 2. I'm going to be over there one more time in about a week or 2. I'm going to film a complete tour of the Fish Hut of New Jersey. I'll be there filming. Maybe I'll post about it and let you guys know what day I'll be there, and we could do a little meet and greet. And you guys may be able to get on camera too. Might be cool. Who knows? Raul says, I don't see an opt-in. I don't see it either. I also don't see, for some reason, I don't know if it's maybe just my screen, but I don't see the little $ symbol. And no one has super chatted either. Maybe something's going on that super chat's not working today. And that will kind of be, if that's true. Because I don't see the $ here on my thing. Let me check something out real quick, guys. Let me check something out really quickly here. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Nope, can't do that. Oh boy. Give me 1 second, guys, and I'm going to check on something right here real quick. Oh, I see it there. My screen does have it. I see the $. It's there. Super sticker, super chat. But you're right, I don't see the gifting thing. Maybe I don't have it yet. Maybe I thought I had it. I did get a message about it, but maybe it's still in beta or something like that. Who knows? Okay, let's get back to it. I don't want to stay stuck on that too long. The super chat is there. I saw it. So it is working. There's my man Chris testing the super chat. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you very much for that $, for that test. Thank you, bro. It's there. You have to close and reopen the vid. Which vid? My video? I can't close and reopen that. Let's get back to... Chris says it works. Thank you, bro. Thomas says, I missed the beginning. Why did you switch to Nourish or Vitality? Thomas, I don't want to go over that again because everybody that was here already heard it. You could just rewind to the beginning of the live stream. But real quick, the reason is Nourish contains iodide. Iodide is essential for freshwater fish, where Vitality does not have iodide. Vitality has vitamin C. I found out that Nourish also has vitamin C. That's why we're switching to Nourish. That's the short and quick version. Stephanie with the $4.99. Thank you. I think super chat works. It definitely does. Thank you very much, Stephanie. I appreciate you. Thank you for testing for me. Appreciate it. All right. Al says solid surface agitation with a power head. Okay. Al, you've answered all my questions and it doesn't make sense. If it's been over a month, your tank should have absolutely cycled. But the 0.25 ammonia is basically nothing. That's probably just like trace elements of ammonia. And those trace elements, the bacteria that's in your tank are going to handle that right away. Now, what I find strange is that you're having 0 nitrates. That's strange to me. You absolutely should have nitrate in your tank by now. So, I don't know, Al, maybe send me an email. You can contact me on my website. There's a contact page. Send me an email, and we could get into the nitty-gritty about your tank through email. And I could try to help a little bit more there. $50 from my man, Frank Taylor. Frank, I appreciate you, bro. Very, very... Guys, let's all give a big thank you to Frank. I really appreciate that. Thank you, bro. You are the best right now. You are the man. Patrick is making it work. Patrick figured it out. My man Patrick is always on board. Why is that screen blue? That's weird. I hope that's not coming out blue on your end, guys. Okay, no, it's not. So Patrick gifted 1 KaveMan Aquatic membership. to somebody, I guess, and I don't know who. It doesn't tell me who. It just tells me that Patrick gifted it. So that's awesome. That's awesome. It definitely works. I'm glad to know that I got it. And my man Renee just put $10 in the super chat. Renee, thank you very much, bro. I appreciate it. Just because I've missed so many chats. Well, I'm glad you're here, Renee. Thank you for being here. Appreciate that so much. Wow, this chat just colored up like Christmas, guys. I love it. There's so many colors. I don't even know what all these mean. Frank Taylor, I thank you for all you taught me. Frank, it's my pleasure. I'm glad to hear that feedback from you. Appreciate that $50 a lot. You don't even know how much I appreciate it. Thank you, bro. Chris G with the guys. Give everybody, please help me thank Frank Taylor, bro. Thank you. Kai Allen says, how do you opt in? I'm not sure, Kai. I think that you hit the $ on the bottom, and that will pull up a menu, and then you can opt in there. Or maybe actually it may only be when someone gifts it to you. Let me click this right here and see what this does. Okay, it just says Patrick gifted a membership, but I don't know to who. I think whoever got that membership, whoever it was gifted to, they will get an option that pops up, and then they have to opt in to receiving the membership. I think that's how it works. We'll find out, guys. You know, like always, we go through trials and we figure things out little by little, and we get better with time. So I appreciate you guys being patient with me. So Ray has a good question. I see Ray. What's the best way to heal bloat? So when your fish have bloat, number one, you want to stop feeding them, right? Because you don't want to put more food into their bellies. A good option is if you're going to feed them and you want to feed them, is to try feeding them skinless peas. Peas are like a laxative for them, and it helps them push that food through and digest and get it out. Another good way of treating that is by removing that fish into a little hospital tank and treating with Epsom salt. Epsom salt is also a laxative that's going to help them poop whatever they got stuck inside their bellies and get that stuff out of there. Sebos359 says color means money. Yes, it does, and I like it. It's beautiful colors. Christy Grimes with the high five. Thank you, Christy. David says, I have 75-gallon tank with 5-month-old peacocks. How long till they are full grown? 5 months old, like from fry? It's going to take a while, bro. They probably need like a year to reach like juvenile status. And then maybe another year to get to adult size. I would say it's probably between 2 and 3 years to get to the size of my guys right here. To get to fully grown, between 2 and 3 years. But that first year is gonna be, they'll hit juvenile size in that first year. More water changes, faster growth. Little hint for you there. Thank you, Robin. Appreciate that, Robin. Kai Allen says, I'll just buy one, bro. That's a good idea too, man. Just buy one. Not a bad idea. Chris G, you can't type in all caps. It's going to block your message. Yemex says, oorah. Oorah, Yemex. Thank you, bro. Gus says, I need to renew my membership, but my money looking funny at the moment. It's all right, bro. Just renew it whenever you can. Well, that's a good one, man. Appreciate you, Gus. $4 for my man Z-Man with the super sticker. Thank you, Z-Man. Appreciate you, bro. High five. High five for my man Z-Man. Thank you, bro. Fabio says, to Meg? Hi, Meg. I don't know. You talking to me, Fabio, or to Meg? What's the best way of keeping neutral pH with a standard tap water between 7.5 8.5? Appreciate it. Let's go. So neutral pH, where is this going? Well, you guys are chatting up a storm because I can't see. You said your normal source water. I'm looking for it. Where did it go? See Z-Man. Fabio retracted his statement. I can't help you. I remember what I read. I think you said something about your source water being too high. You could try adding real wood into your tank. Real wood is going to drop your pH. If that's what you meant, Fabio. $2 for my man Xavier. Thank you, Xavier. Appreciate it. Can I add Africans and Oscars together? I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it for multiple reasons. Different water parameters, different temperaments. Depending on their size different, the Oscar is going to kill the Africans. Or vice versa. The Africans can kill the Oscar, depending on their size difference. But with that being said, I can't say that I have never seen it. There are some people that successfully do it. But technically, no, you should not add those two fish together. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Patrick. Appreciate you. QD says, "Welp, had experience with Toons Powerheads? No, I have never used Toons Powerhead. Sorry about that." Scuba Steve is in the building. Welcome, Scuba Steve. South Africans at Xavier. Okay. Welcome, Scuba Steve. 80s Monster Kid says, "Hey, Kev, how's the Matrix working for you? So far, so good. As far as keeping the tank cycled and keeping the water crystal clear. Check it out. You can see how beautiful the tank water looks. But as far as anaerobic bacteria, those guys, excuse me. Every time when I talk too much, I get this gas buildup. Those guys are going to take months and months to start growing, anywhere between 4 to 6 months. So I actually just recently completed both filters with Matrix. I think I want to say I added it to my second filter about a month ago. There's a video on the channel, and you can check the date of that video. And that's when the clock really starts ticking, because that's when I had both filters completely filled with Matrix. But it's going to take 4 to 6 months from then to see any changes in nitrate. So I got my eye on it. I know you guys are expecting that video. Don't worry, I got you. Oh, where did that comment go? Oh, that was under Xavier. Okay. Fabio says, "Appreciate it. No problem, bro." 279 from my hand. Raheem is in the building. We got Toronto, Canada in the building. Welcome, Raheem. Welcome. Thank you for the 279. That's a weird number, but thank you. Oh, I guess it probably converted it from your Canadian cash. Let me see. Al says, "Do you ever think about starting a saltwater?" I think about it all the time, bro. And you guys don't ever let me stop thinking about it either. I have seen some really cool looking saltwater tanks as of recent, and I've been very, very just amazed with how beautiful they can be. I actually found a new page on Instagram. I believe it's somebody like in the UK or something. I shared a story the other day about their tank, and it was just the most beautiful saltwater tank I've ever seen. It's coming. There's no way that I'm not gonna have a saltwater tank in the future. I used to say, I don't know, you never know. Now I'm saying I absolutely will have one someday. One day. It's coming. Yes. QD says, "Saltwater isn't that hard. You can do $200 clown tank with a spare 20 gallon. Good to know. My man John says, "How's the monster fish doing?" He's doing absolutely awesome. Can you guys see him in there? I wonder why everybody's over there to the right side today. Usually, let me see if I could get them over here. Let me see. Hey! Let me see who came over. Let me spot the big guy. Should be easy to spot. Is that him right there? No. Oh, there he's over on the left side. I see him now on camera. The camera doesn't do him any justice, guys. Maybe the angle of the camera, he's over there on the far right, so you really can't see how big he is, but he'll be over here. He'll be around. He's doing great. He's doing absolutely great. Let me tell you a story about what happened when I put him in there, guys, because some of you guys know that watched the I think I did a reel or a story. I decided not to quarantine him, and I put him right into the tank, and I put him into the tank by himself. And my reasons were because, well, one, he's humongous, and he's going to be the biggest fish in the tank, so I was thinking he's not going to get stressed at all. Nobody's going to pick on him, so stress is not going to be an issue. And number two, I saw the tank that he was in at the fish hut and how many fish were in there, and they all look super healthy, super colorful. Water is crystal clear and clean. So I have very, very high hopes that there was no disease in that tank and he's not carrying any disease. And since it was only like a 45-minute drive back home, he wasn't in his bag water that long, so I put him into the tank with the bag water and everything, and he did absolutely great. But here's the cool story, guys. The cool story is, what I didn't realize at first, well, it doesn't even matter how big he was, at least 3 of my guys were chasing the crap out of him. They were chasing him like crazy. And I started to get worried. I was like, oh no, these guys are picking on him. Even though they were way smaller than him. But they still wanted to pick on him for some reason. And he was swimming away. But this is because he's new to the hierarchy in that tank. He's the new guy. So they were like, who is this guy? I don't care how big you are. You're not on top of me. And they were trying to set their spot. And because he was new environment, you know, he had that little bit of shyness, of timidness, a little bit of being scared, maybe even a little bit stressed as well. So he was dealing with all of that. And that's why he was just deciding to swim away from these other guys that were picking on him. But guess what? That lasted about 30 minutes. Because half an hour later, as I was getting more worried and worried about it, half an hour later, all of a sudden, instead of swimming away, he turned around and he just opened his mouth. And when he opened his mouth to that other fish, whoop, this guy went, I'm out of here. And he said, oh, these guys ain't that tough. So then the other two guys come, they started chasing him, a little more swimming away. Then he decided, this is the reason why you need to put aggressive fish with aggressive fish. Because if you put a weak fish in there that's always going to run away and swim away, they're going to keep battering that guy till he's dead. But when their aggressions match, now this guy finally got tired of being chased around. So he stood up for himself. He squared up. He opened his mouth. And they kind of looked at each other. And then they went their way. So, okay, this guy's not a pushover. This guy is willing to fight and stand for his spot. So after a little bit of that started happening, guess what? All of a sudden, he was chasing everybody around. And when I say everybody, I mean he was chasing every single fish in that tank. Every single one of them was getting chased by that big guy. And now I started to worry about something completely different. Now I was like, oh no, I hope this guy wasn't a big bully. And that's why he was at the fish store and not in somebody's tank. So I started to get worried about that. But again, what ended up happening was that he was just establishing himself now. They were trying to establish their rank before, and now he's establishing his spot. Did he take the tank ball spot? I don't know. I'm not really sure yet. Because him chasing everybody around, right? He wasn't picking on any one particular fish, which is a good thing. That's what I wanted to avoid. I didn't want him to just go after one fish because he'll end up killing that fish. He was going after everybody. Anybody that got near him, he was like, get out of my face. I'm the big guy here. So he established himself. And that lasted for about, half an hour. And now, look at the tank, guys. You can see that he's not chasing anybody and nobody's chasing him. Whatever was going on in the hierarchy, they figured it out. They set their positions. He got his spot wherever it may be. And now everybody's back to chill mode. So it's a lesson that even I just learned, right? This only worked adding that one fish because of how big he was. But this is what happens when you add a fish same size as everybody else or smaller, only one. That guy is not going to be able to square up on everybody the way this big guy did. So that guy is going to get chased to death. That's why you want to add multiple fish. But I learned something new by adding this big guy to give them some time. When you add these new guys in the tank, give them some time. It's going to be very normal that a whole bunch of craziness happens. Don't overreact too quickly. Give them some time. I'm glad I shared that story with you guys. $5 from my man, DJ Dubs. Appreciate you, bro. Hey, Kev, I have a 75 with 11 yellow labs. Cool. And 11 Kenyis. I don't know what Kenyis are. Most are too young to be accurately sexed. Should I be worried about the sexes as they grow? If they're too young to be sexed, then I wouldn't worry about it now, bro. Leave it alone. Don't worry about it. When they get big enough to sex them, then just go ahead and do it. Vent them. And then remove the females. That'll be fine. But even before you get to that point of them being big enough to vent them, you'll start to notice certain traits of who are the males and who are the females. Like the yellow labs, you'll start to see them trying to mate with females, and you'll know, okay, the yellow lab is the male and the other one is the female. So you can sort them out that way too before they even get big enough to vent. But until then, you'll be fine leaving them in there for now. Fabio says, how's the American cichlids doing? Oh, I didn't even bring that up, guys. Thank you, Fabio. Guys, I'm all over the place today. So the reason some of you may have been wondering why I have this view today. Let me take this off. I meant to take this overlay off and not keep it there the whole time. The reason why I have this view today, guys, and not the view of both tanks, like I normally do during the live streams, is because I'm making a major change to the American cichlid tank. But I don't want to disclose it right now because I have a video that's coming out this week on Saturday, going over the whole process, going over the whole reasoning, and I don't want to go into it right now during the live stream and ruin the video, okay? So make sure you guys watch this Saturday's video. I got a big update on the 150. Some changes are happening. Some of you are not going to like the changes. I'm going to tell you that right now. And some of you are going to love the changes. But I got to do what's best for the KaveMan. I gotta do what I like in my tanks and in my fish. So be it. Don't miss it on Saturday. But great question. Great question, Fabio. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot to even mention why this was the only background. And you guys know that usually I have more angles, right, to the cameras. But you see, I'm only switching between two cameras today. Good eye, Fabio. Good eye. $2 from my man Chris. How's the new Pleco doing? The Pleco's doing great. He's doing great, and I love him. And I wish you guys could see him right now because he's so big. So that rock. So let's start from the left side, guys. You see that rock right there? The first one on the left, then the second one to the right, and then the third one to the right, kind of in the middle of the screen. He's dug the substrate out from underneath that rock. You guys know these rocks are fake, and they're hollow inside. So he's dug the substrate out from underneath there, and he goes under the rock, and he hangs out in there, and he's so big that his tail hangs out the back, and I love it. But at night, he's all over the place. He's all over the glass. He's all over the background. He's swimming around. He looks beautiful. He's not going to come out now because it's still daytime. You know, these guys are nocturnal. They do most of their work at night. But I wish I could show you like an angle of him sticking his tail out of that rock. Maybe he moves later on, and you guys might see a little piece of him. But if I don't see him, it's because he's hiding under that rock. You guys make sure somebody lets me know if he moves and you spot him so I can highlight him. Let me know. Great question, Chris, and thanks for that $2. Jason says, what do I do to control blue-green algae in my tank? First, you want to use less light in your tank, Jason. Reduce the amount of light or the amount of time your lights stay on. Let me go back to your question before it leaves me. That's number one. Number two, you're going to want to reduce your feedings as well. You might be overfeeding. All of these things are going to feed algae growth. So reduce your light, reduce your feedings, and maybe even get a pleco or some other type of algae-eating fish. If you go with a pleco, I recommend a bristlenose pleco because they stay between 5 and 6 inches, then they won't get any bigger than that. The albino pleco that I was just talking about is a common pleco, and that guy's going to get massive, but I have a 210-gallon tank, so he's got plenty of space to grow. If you don't have a tank this big, go with the bristlenose pleco. Also, I recommend that you check out my book, bro. It's got plenty of other reasons, plenty of other solutions to fix algae, to get your water crystal clear, to make sure that that algae doesn't continuously come back. So check the book out. Where can you find the book? !CCW, crystal clear water, and you'll get a link for the book. Where was I? That was Jason. Pamela says, prime and stability in every day and still have ammonia building up. Can you help? Well, if the tank doesn't finish cycling, Pamela, having ammonia is totally normal. You want that ammonia in your tank. The ammonia is coming from your fish, and the bacteria that's trying to grow eat that ammonia. So you need the ammonia in the tank. The prime is detoxifying that ammonia, making the water safe for the fish, but it keeps it in the tank so the bacteria can eat it and grow. So just stay the course, continue with the prime stability every day. Don't do any water changes unless, I'm going to give you guys a big unless right now, because when I talk about this stuff, guys, I tend to, speak in general. Prime can detoxify ammonia up to 5 parts per million. And that's why it's safe to dose prime up to 5 times the dosage. So one normal dose of prime is going to detoxify 1 part per million of ammonia. You can safely dose up to 5 times to detoxify 5 parts per million of ammonia. If your ammonia goes above and beyond 5 parts per million, in that case, you do want to water change. You need to do a water change to reduce that ammonia to get back below the 5 part per million range, and then dose accordingly with your prime. I hope that makes sense. I don't know how to make that any more clearer, but that's where the 5 times dosage of prime comes into play. Keep your ammonia below 5. So that's what I'll say. Brett says, Brett says, I just got 2 green terrors. Congratulations, Brett. They are 2 inches. How big do they get before breeding? I'm not sure how big they get before breeding, but they do get pretty big. They can get 5, 6, 7 inches. I've even seen more than that. I don't know at what point they'll start breeding. That's a tough question. Can't help you with that one. Anthony says, at Pamela, how often does she do water changes? If she does not do water changes and remove the dead leaves, that may be why. Dead leaves can cause ammonia issues. Yes, dead leaves, overfeeding, dead fish, any of that stuff is going to add more ammonia to the tank. Remember, you're safe up to 5 parts per million, but you don't want it to go above that. If it goes above that, then you are going to need to water change to get some of it out of there. Thomas says, I love the new substrate. It's awesome. Thank you, Thomas. Let me show you again. Thank you, Thomas. Glad you like it. Oh, I saw a little yellow there. I thought that was the pleco. I got happy for a second. Where are we? Carlo says, hello from upstate New York. Hello, Carlo. Welcome. Oh, I saw a super chat pop in here. $9.99 came in from Keenan Davis. Thank you, Keenan. I appreciate you, bro. Hey, Kev, I don't know if you answered this, but what do you feed juvenile African cichlids? And how do I tell if they are male or female? So what I feed them is the same thing I feed my adult African cichlids. No change there. I feed them the Norphin with the supplements that I talked about at the beginning of the live stream. I feed the juveniles that as well. But with the juveniles, I feed them 2 to 3 times a day. Once before I leave for work, once when I get home from work, and one at night before I go to bed. Sometimes for the juveniles. How can you tell if they're male or female? At a certain point, you'll be able to vent them when they get maybe to about 3 inches, 3.5 inches. You might be able to vent them. But you also start to see some colors show in the males. The females are not going to have any color, even as juveniles. There are juveniles that do start to show color at that size. So that's a good indication of males and females. But venting them is going to be the number one, 100% most accurate way to find out who's male and who's female. Thank you for that $9.99, Keenan. I see another $4.99 just came in. Super chat from my man Raul. What's up, brother? Thank you for the $49, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. You missed a whole bunch, but you're here now. So that's a good thing. Let's keep on going. Where were we? I saw Thomas. I saw Carlo. Raul's Aquatics and Reptiles is in the building. Pamela with the thumbs up. Thank you, Pamela. Bronx Bomber says, come on, KaveMan, just a sneak peek. Bro, I wish I could, but if I showed you that tank right now, you guys would be amazed right now because I love it. I love it. I love it. I can't wait to debut it. It's the video this week is going to be a 2-part video. So this week is going to be an update on the tank and what's going on and what the changes are going to be. And then the following video is going to be the actual changes. So you guys will see it. Don't worry. I'm super hyped about it, and I hope you guys like it. But I love it already. You guys see me looking over there, right? I love it. I love it. It's beautiful. Pamela says, Ken, your fish are great. I hope that was to me, Pamela. Thank you if it was. If it's not, Ken, your fish are great. My name is Kev, Pamela, by the way. Kevin. Nice to meet you. Robin says, Raul Sanchez, it's Oak City Aquatics vet. Okay, I don't know what that means. Chris says, I also use Black Diamond for substrate and love it. I do too, bro. I think it looks beautiful. I'm loving the way that it looks right now, and I can see myself having this substrate for a year and beyond before I ever even attempt or even want to make any changes to the tank. Patrick with 314 points. My man Patrick has found some dope loopholes, guys. My man is loaded. He's definitely in for whenever I do some big, huge giveaway. He's going to have the points for that one. I see you, Sodas. Sodas Coat says, hey, Kev. I'm pretty new to the hobby. I love real plants. Is it normal for a few leaves to die off? Do I need to cut them and throw them before they rot inside? I'm not too big on plants, bro. So I don't have a lot of experience with them. But I do believe that it is normal for some, in the beginning, once they're getting used to your water parameters or, looking for, trying to get their roots to grow or looking for food in the tank, some leaves might die off. And I do assume that if they do die off, you should get rid of them because those dead plants in the water are going to contribute to the ammonia levels in your tank. So if they do look dead or they are looking like they're dying, yes, I would assume you should cut them off and throw them away. Sorry I couldn't be more helpful, bro, but all the plants you see in my tank are totally fake. White 2483 says, how to know if my wave makers are set up correctly? You should have great surface agitation like you see on my tank up in the top right corner. You should see a lot of waves in your surface agitation. And you should notice that the waste should not be all over your whole substrate. the waste should be pulling towards the wave maker. Whatever side you have the wave maker, that's where the waste should accumulate. And if you have it powered correctly for your tank size, it should actually lift up the waste on that side so that it mixes into the water column and finds your filter intake right at that spot where it's like mixing and where it accumulates by the wave maker and it starts mixing up in the water. It should do that right where your filter intake is, because you want all that waste to go into the filter intake. That's how you know if it's set up correctly. Another way to know if it's set up correctly is to go watch my wave maker video called Wave Maker Position. That's a great video. You should check it out. Anthony says, Akeenan Davis, also rounded anal film means female. Probated Annie Jin means male. I don't know what that means, but this change is the fish is being juiced. But this can change the fish being juiced. So let me just address that. These kind of signs like rounded fins or egg spots on the fins or even a little bit of color in the fish, all of those can be signs that help you tell if they're male or female, but they are not 100% accurate. You can have a male with rounded fins. You can have a female with a pointy fin. You can have a male with egg spots. You can have females with egg spots. They are a good indication to try to give you an idea whether they're male or female, but the only 100% accurate way is venting them. I see a new member. We have a new member, Fabio. Fabio became a member. Lil Fry, welcome, Fabio. Fabio gets the high five. I hope you guys hear that. I can't hear anything, so I hope the sound is working. Somebody let me know if that high five sound is working. It should be. I hope it is. But thank you, Fabio. Welcome to the membership. Appreciate you. Al says, what fish store besides fish? What? What fish store besides fish but you recommend in New Jersey? I don't understand that. Oh, did you mean Fish Hut? What fish store besides Fish Hut do you recommend? My own local stores. Fish Hut of New Jersey is not local because they're in New Jersey. I'm in Long Island, New York. So my local stores are great. Tropical Showcase in Long Island is an awesome store. Also, there's another one called, forget the name of the other one. Wow. Tropical Showcase for sure. I think the other one is Aquarium Village. Those two are my local fish stores, and they're great fish stores. They have awesome fish, but they're local to me, so that doesn't really help you out. The guys that I order fish from online, those guys I know ship everywhere nationally, and they have great fish. You can go to my website, KaveManAquatics.com, hit the shop tab, and check out the fish tab, and you'll find those guys there with some discount codes as well. Check that out. Let's see where I was. Oh, I see $5 came in super chat from Jay Speedy. $5 from Jay Speedy. Thank you, bro. What's up, Cave? I have a 90-gallon African cichlid tank with about 20 fish, 3 to 5 inches. In your opinion, would it be safe to add 2 predator haps? Absolutely. Absolutely. Just make sure that they are also between 3 to 5 inches. Because the predator haps may grow bigger than... Did you say you had them peacocks? No, you didn't say. You didn't mention African cichlids. So the haps are gonna grow bigger than the peacocks that you have in the tank. But if you start them all out at 3 to 5 inches, they'll all be fine once they all reach adult level. I've got a mixture of peacocks and haps, predator haps in there as well. Some fish are bigger than others. Everyone's not exactly the same size in my tank, but they're all established. They know their hierarchy. They know their positions. Everything is fine. You'll be fine with those. And yeah, 2 more fish to give you a total of 22. You're going to be totally fine with that in a 90-gallon. You could even add, you could go up to about 30 fish, bro. You could have about 30 in there. Just make sure that you're also over-filtrating that tank. You must have over-filtration. Yasmin says random, but what ethnicity you are? I am Dominicano, but I was not born in DR. I was born here in New York, which is why my Spanish is a little bit sketchy. But I can hold my own in Spanish. Just like some people want me to do some videos in Spanish. No way. I cannot do an entire video in Spanish. Never gonna happen. But that's where I'm from. But I'm born and raised in Queens, New York. Cody says, sorry I'm late. Had to get the kiddos. At least you got them, and now you're here. So you and the kiddos, Cody, can enjoy the stream. Thank you for coming, bro. Did we get a new member? No, that's Fabio. Fabio's here. We already got Fabio. Okay, Pamela says yes. I don't know what that means. Let me scroll. Come on. My chat froze, guys, and now it threw me to the bottom. All right, so here we go. I saw Kev, your fish are great, and it's moving. The chat is moving on me. So let me start from Robin says it's working. I don't know what that means, but I'm glad to hear that it's working, Robin. Andre Scott says, what's the best plants for slick tank? I think you meant cichlid tank. If you did mean cichlid tank, I usually recommend not to keep plants with them because it's very, very difficult to keep plants with African cichlids because they'll either eat them, they'll destroy them, or in the high pH, the plants are going to die anyway. Some people do have some success with like Java fern or swords or something like that. But I've tried it in the past. It was a total failure. And I decided my tank is doing great without plants anyway. So good luck if you want to try plants with them. Raul says, can you use activated carbon and Purigen together? Absolutely. I have Purigen in my canister and a bag of carbon in my HOB. Yes, you can absolutely use them together. It's not going to do anything wrong to your tank. But I have found out that it's kind of overkill, bro. Because I used to use ChemiPure Blue and Purigen together, and my tanks were crystal clear. Then I said, let me see if one of these guys works better than the other. So I use only ChemiPure Blue, which is the activated carbon. My tank stayed crystal clear. Then I switched to Purigen. Let me use only Purigen. My tank stayed crystal clear. So using both of them made no difference than when I use one or the other by themselves. So you kind of save some money if you just pick one and go with the one. Now, carbon, activated carbon does have some theories to it causing some damage in some fish, like hole in the head disease in like Oscars or other fish like that. So because those theories are out there, they haven't been proven in any way, but they're out there. So for that reason, if they both do the same thing, then I have now just transitioned to using Purigen by itself and only Purigen, and my tank stays crystal clear. And the Purigen is also a little bit cheaper for the amount of volume of water that it treats over the ChemiPure Blue. But you can find activated carbon just by itself at a very cheap price. That's true too. Great question, Raul. Great question. Tracy says the sound is working. Oh, that's what you guys said. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Now I got you. I'm catching up. Yep. It's working. Okay. Thank you guys. Al says, you the man. Al, you're the man. You're the man, Al. Thank you. Oh, Streamlabs is working good. I like that. Can you do a venting video? Sure, Biker Mike. After this live stream, when we're all done here, not right now, when we finish, search KaveMan venting, and you'll find the video that I did on it already. Pretty good video. Check it out. Not right now. Stay here, though. Stick with us. Because we're going to do a giveaway later. Check the time. Oh, we got plenty of time, guys. Let's see where we're at. Stephanie says there's a great aquarium store.
Like this, and like that, and like this. 1, 2, 3, and to the 4. Series on the mic to answer what you ask for.
What
Ready
is
to
she
make an
talking
entrance.
about?
So here's my claim.
Cállate. Sorry. Where was I, Stephanie? There's a great aquarium store in Gloucester County, New Jersey. Okay, that's cool. I don't know what Gloucester County is, but thank you for sharing that info. Soda says, I know this has been asked a lot, but anyone has any idea how to make my water crystal clear like Kevin's? I have a bunch of dust particles floating around. My filter is overkill, so not the issue. Sodas, it could be a plethora of things causing your water to be cloudy. My best advice for you, Sodas, is to get my book. It's only $5. It's straight to the point. It's not a big, thick, huge book that's going to take you a month to read. You could read it in a couple of days, maybe even one day. If you just sat down and read through it, you could finish it in a day, and it's absolutely going to help you out. Trust me when I say this. It's only $5. If you like the paperback, it's only $10, and it's going to help you, bro. Guaranteed. Get the book. Exclamation point CCW. It'll pop up a link for you, and you can get the book there. I see another super chat came in. I'm going right for it. Jay Speedy. Jay Speedy says, yes, I have P's and HAPs. Also running a 407 and an FX4. Word about 30? Yes, about 30. Sounds good. Thank you. You're the best. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the extra $5, Jay Speedy. That 407 and the FX4 sounds pretty good. That sounds like a pretty good amount of overfiltration for 30 fish. Yeah, you should be fine in that 90 gallon. You're doing good, bro. Let me scroll. Let me scroll. This thing doesn't let me scroll. Okay, here we go. And now I went too far. I see Jay Speedy's coming. Calm down, chat. I wish you guys could see this thing just going crazy over here. I see my man John laughing out loud. I don't know what for. Brett says, I gotta run, Kev. See you on Saturday. Saturday it is, Brett. See you then. Thank you for coming, bro. And I appreciate your membership, Brett. Thank you very much. Tank Balls 59 has 140 points. Agent Shadow Wolf, hey Kev, what do you think the size of your next tank will be when you get one? That is an awesome question, bro. And I know the size. I don't know the gallons. I don't know how many gallons this is going to be, but I know the size of the tank that I want next when I have the space available is going to be an 8-foot tank. I love my 6-footers, but I'm dying to have an 8-foot tank. How tall? Probably as tall as these guys that I have right here. I like the 29-inch height. It feels like a really nice display window. I like that tall height in the tanks. So 8 foot in length, 29 inches high at least. But I don't know how much the depth is gonna be. That's what's gonna determine how many gallons it is. It's probably gonna be like 300 gallons plus. But that'll be the next one when I do get that next one. Will it be a saltwater tank? I don't know. Will the Africans go in that 8-footer and then I make this 210 the new saltwater? I don't know. We'll see. The future's very bright, guys. We have a long way to go. The channel's growing. I have a lot of ideas. I want a lot of other fish. We're gonna keep going. Where was I? Where did that question come from? That was Agent Shadow Wolf. Great question, my man. I see Lynn. Lynn Farrell says, my first live stream. Love all your videos. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming, Lynn. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you. Corissoplas. Bro, if I'm barely cycling my tank, would it be a good idea to add nitrate killer and water and odor cleaner from API? I wouldn't. I don't even know what that really does. Obviously, I guess it kills nitrates, right? But no, I wouldn't be adding stuff like that. Odor cleaner, no, don't add any of that stuff, bro. Leave your tank alone. Don't mess with it. Just add, if you have fish in there, add your prime. Add your stability to boost your bacteria production. And leave the tank alone, bro. Just let it do its thing. David says, hey, Kev, love your info. You've helped me a lot in my aquarium journey. You're the best. Thank you, David. Glad to hear that I helped you out. Appreciate you being here. Thank you, bro. Hal's checking his points. Tracy, does Gordo ever go at it with the Africans? He does sometimes. Not necessarily go at it. I'm not going to say he goes at it, but he will get into his funky mood sometimes, and he'll chase a guy around or two. Yeah, he does. His way of just letting people know, like, hey, I'm still in here and I do whatever I want. So yeah, he does do it sometimes. But it's funny, the other way around doesn't happen. Nobody, absolutely nobody, there's Gordo right there, right on cue. My man knew I was talking about him. Nobody in this tank ever chases Gordo around. Nobody. Not even the brand new monster that I just got. When I said that he chased everybody around, I meant he chased all the Africans. He wasn't chasing Gordo. Nobody touches Gordo. Nobody. Tank Ball says, I have a severe case of MTS. Sorry, bro. Welcome to the hobby. Don says, my 20-gallon started leaking today. Oh, no. Replacing it today. I have the filter running in my 55-gallon. Good. Will that be instantly cycled once I put it in my new 20-gallon? Yes. If you have fish in your 55-gallon and you put the filter over there, I assume you move the filter from the 20, you put it on your 55 because you already have an established tank over there. Yes, when you move that back over to your new 20, it's going to be instantly cycled. That was a very good idea to do that. Yes, keep that bacteria alive. Patrick with the CCW, thank you, bro. Let me see if it worked. Did it work? Yes, it did. It supplied the link. I like to see when that chat bot is working and when my mods are making the chat bot work. Put that bot to work, guys. I love it. Where did I go? Oh, man. Just jumped and I lost my spot. So many good questions here. I don't want to skip you guys. Where was it? Let me look real quick. Okay, I saw Jay Speedy. Was I there, though? No. Oh, boy. I was really far back. I'm not going that far high. I'm going to the bottom. I'll get to these questions. So P Monk asked a question that's asked a whole bunch of times. What's the max African cichlids you would put in a 150 gallon? I'm running 2 FX6s on the tank. A whole bunch, bro. A whole bunch. You could probably get 50, 60, maybe even 70, bro, in 150. I've got about 60 in this 210 right now. And I feel like I could have like 20 more. So in a 150, you could go that high. You could fit a lot. Don't even worry about the number, bro. Just keep on adding them to your heart's desire. You'll know when the tank starts to look like there's too many in there. Don't worry about it. Add away. And your 2 FX6s is perfect for that tank. Bronx Bomber, don't use all caps. It's going to block your comment. Anthony says, not going to go saltwater. I'm thinking about it in the future. Maybe. Thank you, Pamela. Brandon again, any plans on a saltwater tank? In the future, I'm safely going to say that I am going to have a saltwater tank in the future. Absolutely, yes, I will. Because now I'm super interested. I saw some dope looking, really cool looking saltwater tanks. So I'm definitely going that route. Al says, once my kids move out, I'm building a 540 gallon tank. Beautiful. With my DIY guys' suggestion and build plan. With the DIY guys' suggestions and build plan. Cool, cool. That's going to be an awesome project. I'd love to see that tank once it's done. If you're not in my Facebook group, Al, join the Facebook group and share some of those pictures with us. I'd love to see it. Wayne Rodriguez says, there's a great fish store in Brooklyn, based Fish Addicts, NYC. Got every fish you can imagine, and the 2 women in there are well, knowledgeable, and friendly. Cool. Good to know. I'll make sure to check that out next time I'm in Brooklyn. Thank you, Wayne. Raul says, just keep going bigger. That's a good idea. A very good idea. Anthony says, 8-foot tank is what? A 240 acrylic is normally. Unless you go custom. Okay, 240. All right, but I think it also depends on the depth of the tank. Because you could go 24, right? But I've also seen some 18-inch 8-footers. You could have a skinny 8-footer. You could have a 24-inch 8-footer. And maybe even bigger, too. So that's going to change the gallons. I see a super chat came in from my man David Basso. Thank you, David. Hey, Kev, I have a 125 gallon with 2 Tiger Oscars, a true blue Acara, and 3 silver dollars. Is that considered overstock? Not at all. That's a great amount. I think you're absolutely perfect right there. The 2 Tiger Oscars, 1 Acara, and 3 silver dollars. No, you're good. In a 125, good to go, David. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate you, man. Let's keep it moving here. Why is everybody telling Fabio new video? I don't know why. I don't know what I missed. You might be referring to the new video that's coming out on Saturday, maybe. Okay, see that? Saw that one. Lynn said, what was your very first fish that started your love? A goldfish. Just like most of us that started as kids, I had a goldfish in the bowl. Before I knew anything, before I knew what I was doing at all, before I knew about filtration, before I knew about aeration, before I knew anything about the nitrogen cycle, a goldfish in a bowl. But that's in my childhood stage. If you meant like in my adult stage, when I was finally adult and I got settled down and I had my house and I had my space, my first tank, believe it or not, had Gordo in it, the blood parrot. He was in my first 20-gallon tall with a couple of extra just community tropical fish like angelfish and tetras and stuff like that. And then I quickly transitioned over to African cichlids. But Gordo is one of the OGs, original fish I had as an adult. Great question, Lynn. My man John says, Kev's almost to 100K subs. That's right, guys. I think in another week or two, I'm going to hit 90. And then that last 10K, I know is going to take forever. Because I'm going to be staring at that number every single day, waiting to hit that 100. I can't wait for it. I don't even know what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to be creative and make some cool, some funny type real kind of videos with my plaque whenever I do get it. I don't know when I'm going to get it or how long it takes. But can't wait for that. It's going to be really cool. Appreciate all you guys for helping me get there. Scuba Steve says he doesn't know. I don't know what he don't know or what I don't know. Scuba Steve says just did a partial water change and added some of my larger fry into the 75 gallon. Okay. I don't know what you're referring to, my man. I must have missed something earlier. Sorry, bro. But this thing jumps around, so I missed it. Guys, listen to Patrick. Smash that like button. Definitely listen. That would be about a 300, Chris says. Okay. That's what I figured. At least 300 plus, I'm thinking. Something like that. Terry says I have a 407 for my 55. Okay. Is that enough filtration? Depends on your fish. I have 2 parrots and 7 cories plus a pleco. Yeah, that should be fine. A 407 is a great filter, especially for a 55 gallon. You'll be absolutely fine with that. Good amount of fish. You're totally fine. So Steven Jeffrey says, how long after treating my African cichlids will I start to not see sunken belly? I would if you're treating them with medication like Metroplex, I would treat them for at least 2 weeks. Every day for 2 weeks with the Metroplex. At least minimum a week, but going 2 weeks is better. And feed them an extra feeding. Whatever you normally feed, if you're doing 1 a day, go twice a day. If you're doing 2 a day, go 3 times a day to start thickening them up so that sunken belly can go away. Short one says, where do you purchase your tanks? I've gotten so much knowledge from your videos and live stream, etc. Thank you, Short One. Appreciate that. Glad that you're finding the channel helpful. My tanks, I got all my tanks at my local petswarehouse.com. You could check out petswarehouse.com. They have a website, and they do order and ship things directly to you, but not big tanks. Big tanks, they can order for you, even if they don't have it in the store, but they only ship them to their store. And I think they do have a franchise, but I think they're only local to the tri-state area. I'm not sure. Check out the website. Maybe they expanded since the last time that I've used them, but that's where I got my big tanks from. Petswarehouse.com. If you do buy a tank from them, tell them that the Caveman sent you, please, because I've been trying to work something out with them, and they're like not into promotion, I guess. They're not into advertisement, and I advertise them all the time. So tell them the Caveman sent you. Short one again. Is that another one? Oh man, I lost you. I'm sorry, I lost you. I'm at the bottom of the chat, guys. Anthony Jones says big giveaway at 100K. Shirley, is that a question or a statement? I'll think about something, bro. I have something nice planned. Don't worry, I got you. Los Angeles Sixers with the followers. Did that work? Streamlabs. I see. No, it doesn't work, bro. And I think you were the one that tried it last time too. It says you've been following for blank. The reason why it doesn't work, I think I figured out because the follow thing is something to do with Twitch. So because you don't follow the channel, right? You subscribe to YouTube, you follow on Twitch. So that's why that one isn't working right. Gotta write that down again. I know I wrote it down last live stream, but I must have forgot to go in there and fix that. Thank you, John. Follow age, fix it. Circled in bold. Wrote it down again. Let's see where we're at. Kenetron says, are apistos hardy fish? I don't know, bro. I never kept those fish. Sorry. Frank Taylor has 550 points. My man Frank Taylor is racking them up. Oink Master Supreme is here. Welcome, Oink Master. Please smash that like button like Oink Master suggested. I appreciate it very much. Leslie Perry, I don't know what he don't know. That's what I said. I don't know what he meant. I'm a little lost there. Pamela, if you want to check your points, you have to do exclamation point and then type out points. That's how it'll tell you your points. Beffernilly says, I have a 20 long with platies and albino cory cats. Ooh, those are nice. I love them, so playful. I have 2 sponges for filters. In a 20 long, those 2 sponges should be just fine. Absolutely fine. You don't need any more than that. They're supplying good aeration. You have plenty of surface area for beneficial bacteria. You'll be totally fine. Stephanie says, I'll definitely recommend all my Facebook friends to your channel. You're the best. Stephanie, you're the best. Thank you, Stephanie. Appreciate that. That's great. Where did it go? It moved on me? No, I got it. I'm back here. Okay, good. Los Angeles Citizen with the quote. Quote number 1. Let's go. John, you can also add quotes. I wish I remember how, man. There's a way you members, you moderators can add quotes so that when you do type quote, something else pops up. Like what I just said, like what someone just quoted me. I don't know what he don't know. You guys can add that as a quote, and then it's a little cool little feature to play with. I saw a super chat came in, $5 from my man Steve Edmonds. I guess that's a super sticker. I don't see any comment with it. Thank you, Steve Edmonds. I remember you. You've been here before. I appreciate you coming back, bro. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. You get a high five. I see a new member just popped in. Befernilli. Befernilli, welcome to the membership. Appreciate you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for becoming a member. See you there. Oh, you're a little fry, so you got your ways to go. But now you got a cool badge, and you get to use some cool emojis. Thank you, Bifernelli. I like that name. That sounds pretty cool. Bifernelli. Let me see. Let me go back up because I skipped something. Pamela, you're welcome. Jose Melendez. What's up, Jose? Points. Chris says FX6 pig. I don't know what that means, Chris. Who's the FX6 pig? Oh, what's happening here? Let me see. Let me fix this real quick, guys, because I don't like to see stuff that looks weird. I hope it's not laggy, guys. You know what? I'm gonna get out of this. Let me get out of this, just in case. All right. Let me see where I was at. I saw an FX6 and a pig. I don't know what that pig was for. Did that high five just stay there? What's happening here? Well, weird things are happening. Let me get that out of here. Weird, the gremlins are coming out. Not supposed to be there. Okay. No, that's supposed to be there. Let me do this. Whoop. Guys, I'm still here. Don't worry. Don't go anywhere. See, when the gremlins come out, I don't know why that high five is still there, but now it won't go away. Let me just turn it off. All right. Back to it. Let me find where I was at. I'm going to go to the bottom, guys, because it's been a while, and I want to catch up with you guys. So I see, let me find a member. I see Oinkmaster. Oinkmaster, oh, Befernilli. Befernilli, you got it. Had to, you're great. Thank you, Befernilli. Appreciate that. Oinkmaster Supreme says, I know what I know. I know Gordo is getting a high fin from me. That's true. Oinkmaster is one of the people. What? Did that thing come back again? Why is that back? I didn't even press that and it came back. Go away. I hope that doesn't come back on its own, because now we got some gremlins going on here. That was Oinkmaster. Yes, Oinkmaster Supreme loves Gordo just as much as I do. Appreciate you loving him just as much as me. Frog Brawler says, got a little lag. Uh-oh, I hope not. Got a little lag, but it's not terrible. I hope I just closed out a window. Hopefully that fixes that lag. Let me stay right here so I don't lose it. $10 super chat just came in from Leslie Perry. Is that the Leslie I think it is? Leslie Perry, is that the same Leslie that asked me that great question that I did a video on just the other week? I think so. The profile picture looks a little familiar. Please explain overstocked. If I keep my nitrates under control with big water changes, I have several different species of catfish that are lazy slackjaws, then is everything okay? Yes. If your nitrates are under control and you do big water changes, and I'm assuming that you're doing them frequently in order to keep your nitrates under control, then your level of stocking is absolutely fine. See, people say, you know, oh my God, the tank is too overstocked. But when you overstock a tank, that just means you got to do more maintenance to it. You got to do more water changes. It's more work. But we know in the African cichlid world that overstocking is key to keep the aggression down. So we have no choice. We have to do that extra maintenance. We have to do those big frequent water changes. So as long as you are keeping your nitrates under control, it's totally fine what you got going on in your tank. And as long as the fish don't look stressed out from bumping into each other, you know, or constantly in each other's face, or they don't have room to swim wherever they want to swim, as long as that's not the case, you're absolutely fine, Leslie. Thank you for that $10. Appreciate it. Keenan Davis says, if I had my fish for 4 months and they were juveniles, when I got them, should I start seeing color? Not necessarily. Juveniles, you got them as juveniles and it's been 4 months, that might not be enough time. You might still need some more time to see some color. Keep your tank clean, keep the water clean, do your water changes like you're supposed to, and they will reward you with some color. Add some of these supplements to your food, and they'll start rewarding you with some color. Trust me on that. That was Keenan, right? Yes. Anthony Jones says, let's go. I love it. Eric. Eric Ja, welcome back, bro. I think you're the Eric I know. What's up, bro? You told me everything I know in this hobby. Okay, thank you, Eric. Appreciate that. Glad to hear it. Glad you're finding the channel helpful, bro. Robin says, Oink Master, you can't go wrong with FX6 on your 125. I have 2 of them. Robin is absolutely correct. You cannot go wrong. I don't know if I missed that question from Oink Master, but Robin is correct. You cannot go wrong with an FX6. Just get it. Just do it. You're going to love it. And you may potentially need it in the future anyway. So just go ahead and get it. Chris says, that was just opinion on Oink Masters. Oh, I don't know. Hitting the gremlins. Yep. Gremlins are attacking. And the chat, I lost it. Where'd it go? Hitting the gremlins. Okay, got it. We have a new member in the building. That's Leslie. Leslie became a member. Welcome to the Little Fry. Thank you, Leslie. I'm scared to try the high five thing if it comes back. Let's see what happens. It didn't even work. Now it's not working because I turned it off here. But high five. I don't know if the sound worked, but there it is. Let me try it now. See what happens if I do that. Oh, there it. Oh, no, it comes back. Okay, so I got to turn it off. I'll fix that later. Okay, I lost a lot of guys. A lot of people jumped off. I hope I'm not getting too laggy, and that's what it is. Tank balls, you keep smacking me. Sorry, bro. Kev, stop hitting buttons. It's why we can't have nice things. Hitting buttons? I don't know what you mean, but I don't know what buttons I'm hitting. Al says, what fish hobbyists on YouTube are you a biggest fan of and respect the most? Wow, Al. That's a very loaded question. I really, really like and respect Jason from Primetime Aquatics. That guy knows his stuff. He's on a whole nother scientific level. Like, I trust what he says, and I know he's a good dude. He's an honest dude, and he knows what he's talking about. He's actually like has a degree in biology, so a very, very respected guy on the channel. And I also really like KG Tropicals. I think John from KG Tropicals also has been in the hobby for years and years and years, and he's one of the guys that wants to be very helpful. He likes being helpful, and he comes out with helpful videos. And I think generally, like, those two guys, their main purpose and their main mission is to be as helpful as possible. So I really like that they do that with their channels. You know, that's kind of where I geared my channel towards too. I wanted to just try to be helpful as best as I could with the way that I teach, the way that I show things. And some people gravitated towards the way that I teach things. Just like, you know, it all depends on your teacher, right? You like the way certain people teach things and you gravitate towards them. So I wanted to make my channel as helpful as possible, just like their channels were too. Al, that was Al? That was a great question, bro. Great question. Pamela says, hey, sorry, Kev. I want to see about Facebook adding you to my page. Adding me to your page? That's not how it really works, Pamela. You can join the Facebook group. I think you can do ! groups. Pat, if you're still here, help me out and share a link for Pamela to join the Facebook group. Just click the link. It'll take you right to the group, and then you could join from there. And then one of the moderators will add you to the Facebook group. Jose says, what's up, Kev? Shout out from Shirley, New York. Thank you, Jose. Shout out. Shirley, New York is in the building. Bronx Bomber says, I was laughing at Patrick. Frog Brawler says, y'all seem to have fixed it. Okay, good. And my chat is kind of moving kind of better now too. I know what it is. I'm gonna stop having that window open up there. And the people are back too. Nice. I love it. Al says, what fish hobbies on YouTube? Okay, I think I answered that one. Kev, why is it lagging? Hopefully I fixed that. And I see why so many viewers dropped, because it was lagging before. Scuba Steve says, overstock to me is if you got a lot of fish, add a few more. Yeah, that's right. Scuba Steve is right. Mark says, yo, what's up, Kev? What's up, Mark? Sorry, non-fish question. Okay, I like these two. How do you feel about the Giants draft? I have not been able to keep up, bro. I've been watching the NBA playoffs a lot, and that's been taking up my time. So I don't really know. KaveMan, I'm not even gonna try to say that name. It's gonna be a beast. I think I heard they got like a left tackle. If I'm not mistaken, they got a left tackle. I don't know if that's the guy you're talking about, but that's a position we absolutely need. So if they did get that, that's great. I hope he's good. But I definitely need to catch up on my football and my Giants info. Kim is here. She took a long nap. I hope you feel nice and rested, Kim. Thank you for coming on back. Leslie says, yes. I asked about the water changes at the same time as the filter changes. It was you, Leslie. I'm glad I figured it out. Thank you for that question. And you inspired a video out of me. Thank you, Leslie. Brendan says, trying to find a spot on Long Island with quality and variety in peacocks and haps. So my local stores in Hicksville and East Meadow and Westbury are Tropical Showcase and Aquarium Village. They have a pretty good selection of African cichlids. You could try those guys out. But if you really, really want the biggest selection you can find is going to be these online guys that are on my website. So check those guys out too. Silver says overstocked and overclocked. I don't know what that means. You lost me on that one, bro. Dried Connor says, big ups, Caveman. The tank looks amazing. Thank you, Dried Connor. Dried Connor. Thank you, bro. Fabio has 40 points. Getting up there. Oh, no, where'd I go? Let me find it again. Where was that? That was Fabio. I don't see it. Fabio. Frank Guerra. Frank Guerra is the guy who won the last live stream. So everybody, congratulate Frank Guerra. He did receive his gift, and maybe he wins again. I don't know. Good luck, Frank. But let me go back to where I was. I lost it. Oh, I see it. Overstocked and overclocked. Found it. Big ups. Yep. Pamela's from South Carolina is in the building. Welcome, Pamela. Thank you for shouting out your state. 40 points. Jose Melendez says, hey, did you finally name that giant cichlid? Yes, I did, Jose. And somebody from TikTok is the one that gave me the name. I'm going with, what was it? It was a Rocky movie themed name. Rocky movie theme. His name is Rocco. I went with Rocco because he just reminds me of this nice Rocky looking type guy. Rocco. Somebody from TikTok gave me the name Rocco and I loved it and I went with it. So the big dog is named Rocco, guys. You heard it here first. Rocco it is. Pamela says your channel is very helpful. Thank you, Pamela. Appreciate that. Where was I? I was here. Kim says, Kev, I have 2 8-inch blood parrots. One likes to hide in the corner and keeps its nose down. Within a day or two, it's back swimming the tank again. Any ideas? Let him be. Let him be, Kim. I don't know if he's new to your tank, but if he's new, that's actually pretty normal for blood parrots. They're going to be very shy at first. They're not going to want to come out. So that's totally normal if he's new. If he's not new and he does that, there may be something going on. He may be getting bullied by somebody else in the tank. But you say that he does come back swimming around. If he comes out periodically, he comes out for food. Don't stress it too much. Maybe he just likes that corner. Maybe that's his little safe zone. You know what I mean? Don't stress it too much. But keep an eye on it, Kim. Oink Master thanking Chris. New to canister usage and I'm physically handicapped with little money to work with, so I have to be careful. If you're going to go with FX6, they can be heavy if you're moving them around full of water. But there are ways to install them when they're empty without any water, and there's ways to remove them without any water. I've been thinking about making a video like that about how to remove the water from your filter. You basically have to send it to your tank, and then the filter will stay empty and you can remove it. But it's kind of, there's a lot of steps involved and it could get a little bit of confusing. So I wasn't sure how many people were actually going to want to try to use that, but there are ways to do it. Chris Opla says, I have a 90-gallon tank. Up to how much weight can I place on the tank? Because I want to add rocks as the core, but I noticed they are heavy. I'm not sure about that, bro. I use fake rocks, so my rocks don't weigh anything. But most people, they put real rocks into their tank and they don't have any problems. What I would recommend, if you're going to be using real rocks, some people put like egg crates on the bottom of the tank and then put the substrate on top of the egg crates to cover the egg crates with the rocks on top, just to secure the glass on the bottom so that the rocks don't break the glass, or if they tip over, or if a fish pushes a rock and it falls, it won't break the glass on the bottom. That's the only thing I could suggest. I see. How Biker Mike says, how are your fry doing? They're doing absolutely great. They're right here next to me, still in the 20-gallon. They're putting on size every day, and I cannot wait to start seeing some color out of them, but it's not going to be anytime soon. They're probably now, the majority of them are probably at about 2, maybe 2.5 inches, but there are some really, really small guys in there still that are about 1 inch. So if that separation in size continues to happen, I might have to separate the bigger guys from the smaller guys, because what could end up happening is that these guys that are basically double the size as the other fry, they're releasing hormones into the water, and they could actually be stunting the other guy's growth, slowing down the growth of the guys that are only about 1 inch. So if that continues to happen, I may separate them into their own tanks to let the smaller guys have more of a chance to grow faster, because the other bigger guys are growing at a pretty good pace, but they're doing great. Wayne Rodriguez says, why did you change from using Vitality to Nourish? I went over that in the beginning of the live stream, Wayne, but real quick, Nourish contains iodide, which is specifically beneficial for freshwater fish, and Nourish also contains vitamin C. What we were after in the Vitality was the vitamin C that was in it. I did not know that Nourish also contains vitamin C, but it does. So because it does contain vitamin C, which is what we wanted from the Vitality, and it also contains iodide specifically for freshwater fish that's not found in the Vitality, that's why we're switching to Nourish now. So use Nourish. You can check out the beginning of the stream later on to go through the whole topic. That was Wayne. Okay. Patrick at Leslie, like it. Anthony says, all about that crystal clear water. Fish love it and lovely to look at. Can't go wrong. Absolutely correct, Anthony. I agree with you 100%, bro. Chris G says, I also use Sun. Okay. Pamela says the sound works with high fives. Cool. Thank you, Pamela. Scuba Steve says, what about the NFTs? They're coming, bro. I'm still waiting. We got to mine these NFTs. We're working on getting some tutorial videos put together, because there's going to be a lot of explanation going on, how to buy them, where to keep them, how to use them, all that stuff. I want to make sure you guys know how I like to explain things in the most simplest form. So we're working on getting some tutorial videos together, but they're coming, bro. Don't worry. Thank you for asking, Scuba Steve, but they're coming. Pamela's checking her points. She's up to 40. All right. Leslie says, you stole me from Corey at Aquarium Co-op. Oh, Leslie, I'm honored to have stolen someone from Corey, because I know Corey is Corey's the guy. Corey's the man over here. He's the huge channel. So I appreciate you, Leslie, for coming on over. You don't necessarily have to leave Corey. You could watch him too. You could watch both. You know, there's plenty of room for both of us. But thank you, Leslie. Scuba Steve says, probably Scuba Steve-O. Haha, tell him, Kev. I don't know what that means, Scuba Steve. Chris says to Oink Master, they are a little bit less expensive but work great. I think you're talking about the filters. Oink Master Supreme says the Top Gun movie. I would love to have been a pilot. Oink Master, so would have I. If you guys want to know about me and the nitty gritty, guys, the reason why I joined the Marines when I was 18 was for 2 reasons. Number 1, I wanted to join the most badass branch of service there is. Okay, hands down, number 1. And number 2, I wanted to be a pilot. I wanted to work with aircraft. But little did I know at the time, pilots can only be officers. To be an officer, you need to have a college degree before you enter the military, and then you can become an officer, and only officers can become pilots in the military. I was enlisted. I started off as a private. I ended up as a sergeant, but that's the enlisted side. Enlisted cannot fly. But what ended up happening was I still ended up working on aircraft. I worked on the AV-8B Harrier aircraft. That's the one, if you guys remember the old Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, True Lies, where the jet comes in and lands vertically and takes off vertically. That's one of the first jet aircrafts to land and take off vertically. That's the aircraft that I worked on when I was in the Marine Corps. And I just love being around jets. But I'm glad you mentioned Top Gun, Oink Master, because I got my tickets for tomorrow already. Me and my son have our tickets set, and I cannot wait for that movie. I cannot wait. Can you guys tell how excited I am? I cannot wait. Can't wait for tomorrow to go see that. Me and my son are super hyped, super amped. Been waiting for that movie for like 2 years. Since before the pandemic, I've been waiting for that movie, so can't wait. I hope it's good. I hope it's excellent. I hope it's excellent. I even watched the first Top Gun just the other day for the 100th time, just to, get that love and feeling back. And that was corny. Sorry for the corniness, guys. I apologize. Let's get back to it. Gus says, good guys, both of them. I don't know what that means. Oh, maybe you're talking about Corey? Yes, I agree. Primetime and KG Tropicals. Yes, I also follow their channels. Yes, they are absolutely good guys. Ludaman says, what's up, Papa? I just want to thank you so much. Because of you, I'm raising African sharks. My fish look amazing. My water's clear. I started with a 55 gallon and I upgraded to 150. Thank you. Thank you, Ludaman. I appreciate that positive feedback, bro. Glad to hear your water is clear and you're enjoying your fish. Glad I could help you out, bro. Thank you for coming and sharing that. And thank you for your membership too, bro. Appreciate you. Jay Speedy says, would you ever have a fish room? Absolutely. If I ever have the space. If I get the space for one, yes, I definitely will. And then, the things I would get. The tanks I would get. I would love it. And of course, I'm taking you guys along the ride with me. Absolutely. ZX6RG. That's a tough name to say. Bro, thanks for all the content. I added Chemi Pure to my 30-gallon tank, so how long before it starts working? It should work the very same day, the very same night. If you wake up tomorrow, if you put it in there today, tomorrow your tank's going to be crystal clear. That's how fast it works. Gus says, and others as well. Hip Hop Hillbilly. Hip Hop Hillbilly. That's how I found this channel, was KG Tropicals. Oh, that's cool. How did KG Tropicals help you find this channel? Did he mention me? That would be cool. Good to know. Stephanie says, I like John and Lisa too. You're still my fave though. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you. High five. It didn't work. I don't know. The stupid gremlins. Here, I'll give you a high five this way. I gotta click the button now. High five. And now I gotta click it to come off. Oops, wrong one. High five away. Fix that later. It's also doing some crazy stuff to my thing down here. Let's see where I was. Here. John says, don't know if you mentioned your new guy's name. What about Monstro? That's a good one too. But yes, I just did. His name is Rocco. Somebody from TikTok gave me the name Rocco and I loved it right away. He looks like a Rocco to me. He feels like a Rocco to me. So his name is Rocco. If I went with another Spanish name, people are going to be like, you're just naming all your fish Spanish names. But Rocco is cool. I like it. Pamela, you're confused? What are you confused about, Pamela? Let me know what you're confused about. We will help you out. Or the moderators will help you out. Patrick put, exclamation point, groups. Did that work? Yes, it did. I see it. Join the best aquarium. Pamela, look at the Streamlabs comment that's there. Oh, I don't know how far away I am, but it says join the aquarium Facebook group, the best aquarium Facebook group there is, and you could click that link and it'll take you right over there. But don't forget to come back. Come back. Leslie says John and Lisa are amazing. I agree, 100%. Jay Speedy says Kev be clowning. My man Big as Bad is here. KG Tropical is cool in person. Yes, I agree. I met John very briefly at the last Aquashella. Super cool dude. He even said he watched some of my stuff and I was shocked. So that was great. Oink Master says, at Chris, yes, the Sunset might be my first option. It's not as expensive as the FX6. That's true. Okay, Pamela, you did the exclamation point group, and now you'll see the link that you can click to go there. Hopefully you did that. Scuba Steve says, yo, you're going to check me out in the hot spot on FishBiz channel this Monday? Scuba Steve is going to be in the hot spot? I got to check that out. On Monday? Let me write that down. This upcoming Monday, Scuba Steve? Monday on the hot spot. Absolutely, I'm going to check that out, bro. I'm going to try to set an alarm so I can go over there and check it out. Let Drew know that I said what's up, Scuba Steve, if you see him and you talk to him. I wonder why he's not here. Sometimes he pops up. John says, exclamation point, master. Did that work? Yes. The master link worked. Thank you, John. My man John is working out all the commands. I love it. Thank you for testing and checking those. Wayne says Ben Ochar. Oh, I forgot about Ben Ochar too. Yes, he has a great channel too. He's got great, beautiful cichlids too. And I met Ben at Aquashella as well. Super cool dude. Very helpful. Gave me some tips at Aquashella. Yes, Ben Ochar's channel is great too. Wayne says Ben Ochar is a great cichlid and Ben Ochar is great cichlid and coffee, and you helped me a lot as well. It's the two guys you mentioned. Okay, cool. Oink Master says, I met so many awesome people at Aquashella. So did I. Guys, I think it's safe to tell you now. I didn't get the official word, but I think it's pretty safe to let you guys know. I will be at Dallas Aquashella in August. I know I probably should have announced this at a different time when maybe at the beginning or something when everybody was here, but you guys heard it here first. This is why you got to come to live streams, guys, and especially the members only live streams. You ask any of the guys that are Tank Boss members. I be dropping information to those guys. Like, they already know what's going on with the 150. They already know what I'm doing with that. So consider joining the Tank Boss level, guys, and you'll always be ahead of the game. But yes, I will be at Dallas Aquashella in August. So if you guys were thinking about going to Dallas, I'll be there, and I'll see you guys there. Z-Man, I like that fish, bro. I almost hardly never use that that emoji. I'm glad you used it. It reminded me that it's even there. Raymond says, who you got? I got the Dubs or the Mavs? The Dubs? I believe that the Golden State Warriors are playing the Mavs, if I'm not mistaken. Golden State Warriors. I've never heard anyone call them the Dubs. Unless you mean the Splash Brothers. Is that what you mean? I'm sorry if I don't know the lingo, but yes, I got the Warriors. My son is a huge Warrior fan, so he kind of sucked me into it too because we watch the games together, and I love watching the game with my son is 12, gonna be 12 soon, and we have a lot of fun watching the games. Did I just see a super chat? Yes, I did. Why didn't it pop up on the top? That scares me. I hope I haven't been missing super chats, guys, because that would really scare me. But I see you, Chris. $5 from my man Chris. God bless our veterans and all the veterans we have lost as we celebrate their memories this Memorial Weekend, and to any family or friends lost. Guys, help me thank Chris for that. Thank you very much, Chris, for acknowledging all the veterans, the ones that are still here, the ones that we have lost, especially this Memorial Weekend coming up. Thank you very much, Chris. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate that a lot. Let me see what I missed before that. I missed a lot before that. Oink Master, gonna take you to the danger zone. Yes! I can't wait to get in there. Stephanie says it's my... Oh, you guys are talking about Top Gun? Wait. I gotta read all of these. Stephanie says, It's my dad's favorite movie, mine too, for a very long time. He did work on that girl's house. What house? What girl's house? The one that Tom Cruise went to go visit? The instructor at Top Gun? That girl? Charlie? Codename Charlie? He did work on that house? That's insane. That's super cool. That is super cool. Pamela says, thank you, Kev, for your service. Thank you. Me too on Top Gun 2. I agree. Guys, I'm already having the epiphany. I see the future already, that tomorrow I'm going to say that Top Gun 2 is going to be my new favorite movie of all time. I've been watching these trailers, and every time I watch the trailer, I get goosebumps, guys. I get literal goosebumps when I watch the trailer. When I hear the audio, the soundtrack, I feel the heat come through my body. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I cannot wait. Let me see what else you guys said. John says, nah, man, real Jets. What else did I miss? New York Jets? No, not the New York Jets. The New York Giants and real jets. Like real live planes. I guess that's what John meant. I'm going up now, guys. I'm on my way up because I don't want to miss any Top Gun comments. Leslie says, thank you for your service. Thank you, Leslie. Let me see. Tracy says, I watch you, Aquarium Co-op, Ben Ochart, KG Tropical, and Primetime Aquatics. That's great. All awesome channels. They all have interesting information. Check them out, especially if you have other than cichlids. I agree with Tracy. Awesome channels. Have the same love for Jets? Oh, John has the same love for Jets. Yes, real Jets, not the New York Jets. No, not those guys. Oink Master says, Kev, today and every day, thank you for your service. Thank you, Oink Master. Appreciate you. Fish Legend says, what movie? Top Gun 2, bro. Top Gun 2 comes out tomorrow. Stephanie says, I work at Philly Airport, but I work on the outside of the planes, not the inside. You work on the outside of the planes, not the inside? Okay. But at least you're still around them. I love just to be around them. I worked inside, underneath, on top, hanging off the wings, hanging off the wheels. I worked all around the jet. But just being, like when I deployed and I was on an aircraft carrier, we had to be up on the deck when they took off and landed, just in case there was any kind of problems. My field was actually avionics. I was the avionics tech on the jet, so we worked with a lot of the radar equipment and stuff like that. So we had to always be there in case there were problems like that before takeoff or landing. So just being on the deck, just watching these planes take off from an aircraft carrier, that's an experience that I'm so grateful and thankful that I got to experience in my lifetime, because I love planes so much, and just being around them, just the sound of a jet taking off, of a jet landing, the smell of jet fuel. It's like I smell that and I get flashbacks. I love it. I love it. Let me stop talking about planes. I might have to start a plane channel, guys. Man. Mike says, fish aren't happy, too much of them bumping in each other. Facts. Yeah, if they're bumping into each other and they can't swim where they want to go, they're not going to be happy. That's true. Yes. What is this? Streamlabs says 8, Tiffany Sandler, 185, 9, and 10. Oh, somebody... If that's something about the top 10 points. Oh, who did that? Is that my man Patrick? No, Patrick said, love you, Kev. However, I have to ask, what's your favorite flavor of crayon? Where are my moderators at taking care of questions like that? My moderator that should be removing stuff like that is asking me stuff like that. Jeez. Come on, Pat. Who did that? Quote number 2. I don't want my fish to survive. I want them to thrive. That's absolutely right. I like the quote. But who's asking for that? I want to see who's doing that. Kim Gather, the following thing doesn't work, Kim, unfortunately. I don't know who asked for that top 10 points. I don't see it. But it gave it. That's nice. So Frank Taylor's number 1 with 555. Then Jay Speedy. Then Patrick. Then John. Then Oink Master. Then Shoaib. And finally, Bronx Bomber. That's cool. Oh, that's number 7. And I saw 8, 9, and 10 somewhere else down there. Okay, that's cool. Guys, you see, this is why I don't want to miss any of your comments, because I feel like I'm missing a bunch of cool, fun stuff. I'm actually scrolling up. I'm scrolling up to see what I miss. Crypt Keeper's here. What's up, Caveman? What's up, Crypt Keeper? Oh, the Streamlabs is telling you the commands to use, so that's cool. Glad to see that's working. Let's see. I see a question. Big Biker Mike. So if you have fish 2 times bigger in tank, it can stunt the little guy's growth? Is that just for fry or in general? Oh, I see the question you mean. No, not just for fry. That's in general. So fish release hormones into the water. You guys know this. And part of the reason is why we don't keep females in our African cichlid tanks. Wow, I've had this view the whole time, guys. You guys didn't mention me. Staring at my mug the whole time. I want to show you the fish. So one of the big reasons why we don't keep females in the tank with African cichlids is because the males are going to go crazy fighting over the females. But the females release these female hormones into the water. And when those hormones are in the water, that's what get the fish all crazy. That's what lets the fish know that the females are ready to mate, or they want to mate, or it's mating time, or it's that time of the month, or whatever it is. It's because these hormones are being released into the water. But all fish release hormones into the water. Some bigger fish also release growth stunting type hormones into the water. The reason for this is because the bigger fish want to remain the biggest fish. They want to remain dominant. So these hormones are always in the water. Obviously, when we do our water changes, we're removing these hormones, right? So that's how, you know how everyone says water changes helps your fish to grow. It keeps them healthy. But part of the reason also is removing those hormones from the water. And that's what helps them grow as well. It's not just fresh, clean, mineral-rich water that helps them grow. That absolutely does. But it's also the fact that you're removing those growth-stunting hormones from the water. So that's why sometimes if you this is why we also keep grow-out tanks, guys. The reason for grow-out tanks is you want to let these fish grow as big as they can before adding them to a tank that already has bigger fish. Because if you add these smaller guys in a tank with bigger fish, they are not going to grow as fast as they potentially could. They're still going to grow, but maybe not as fast as they could if you left them in the grow-out tank all together the same size until they reached their adult size and then added them. So yes, that is a thing. Check it out. Do some more research on it. I may even do a video on that topic with some more like fresh details on it. That's a very good question. I heard about this not too long ago, and I did more research on it, and it's very, very true in the hobby. Very true. Let's see where I was. Mike says, yeah, figured, couldn't answer both my questions. Peace, unsubscribe. Okay, Mike. Nice knowing you. Eso es agua dulce? I don't know what you mean. Candy water? I don't know what that really means. Or you just mean that it looks good? Thank you. If it looks good, thank you. I appreciate that. Corisopla says, bro, I love your channel. On Saturday, I slept on the living room because I watched like 4 hours of your YouTube channel. So much info. Blessings, bro. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you for binge watching. That always helps the channel a lot, the binge watching. I appreciate that. Let me now get back to the bottom of the chat because I know I'm on my way up. I want to get to the bottom. So I'm at the bottom now. Let me see. Let me find a member to start with. I see Kim is looking for a quote. And Kim got the quote. Half. Yes, that is a good quote. Kim is checking her points. Jason says, how close does a ship, plane, sub, missile need to be before your carrier would be able to detect it? That's a very technical question, guy. And I wasn't in that part of the military. I had nothing to do with the aircraft carrier or how it works or what kind of detection capabilities that it had. I have no idea. I don't know anything about that. I was on the ship, but my job was fixing the planes. They have radar that goes for miles and miles and miles. I don't know about the ship's detection. But good question. Bronx Bomber says, another top 10 quote, change the view. Let's see the fish. Oh yeah, I did. But thank you for reminding me. Sometimes I need that reminder, Bronx Bomber, because I forget that I'm just staring at myself. Raul says, U.S. Army veteran here. Raul, thank you for your service, bro. Appreciate you. Everybody, if you can, thank Raul for his service as well. We all need to be thankful for every single veteran that we have. Food Stamp says, I get it now. Okay. I don't know what that means. Food Stamp says, was wondering why some haven't grown. That could be the reason. I also, guys, have some very small guys in my main tank that just haven't grown and they just refuse to grow. And the reason could absolutely be because these bigger guys are so big in the tank. Not only does that cause, like, you know, them to be at the bottom of the hierarchy, maybe contributing to them growing less, but it could also be that growth stunting hormones that's in the water keeping those little guys little guys. But I guarantee you, if you took those little guys and put them in their own tank by themselves, not only will they color up like crazy because now they're the tank boss, but they're also going to grow more rapidly too because those growth stunting hormones aren't in the water. Where was that question? I want to keep going from there. Got that? Got that? Bilal says, can we put some plants in African cichlid aquariums? There are very little plants that you could actually add with African cichlids because they tear them up, they eat them, they destroy them. Some people have been successful, but you got to be like really lucky. Some people go with swords or Java fern. And a lot of people use pothos too. But pothos, you just put the roots in the water. The plants aren't in the water, so that works too. If you really wanted to have like the benefits of having plants reducing your nitrates in the water, go with pothos. You could just put the roots in the water when the plant leaves will be outside the water, and that'll help. Thank you, John. Appreciate you, John. Z-Man says, take my breath away. Let me not start singing here, bro. I don't want to do it. Biker Mike says, thank you for the info. Appreciate your help. My pleasure, Biker Mike. Thank you for being here and asking dope questions. Stephanie says, does a tank with a lot of males have a lot of aggression issues? Yes, because African cichlids are going to be aggressive. But that's why you have to do the things that you need to do in order to curb that aggression. Guys, it's past 8 and I didn't even notice. You guys didn't even tell me. But Stephanie, we're going to get to the giveaway right now, guys. Yes, even if you have an all-male tank, you're going to have aggression in there unless you do certain things that you need to do to curb that aggression. One would be, the number one thing is overstocking the tank. That's number one. Number two, a wave maker helps a lot. And a few other things that I cover in great detail in the African Cichlid playlist, Stephanie. You could go check that out. Or check out my free webinar. Here is, boom. The webinar is free. A couple of good tips for you that will help you with the aggression of African cichlids. And then it will also show you my full course at the end of it if you wanted to use it. Let me go back here. Boom. I just saw something that I was going to do or say. Oh, another thing, Stephanie, one of the other big things is not having the females in the tank. So you do want to have an all-male tank because if you have females in there, then they're going to be very aggressive even if you do everything else. So having an all-male tank helps with aggression, but the males will still be aggressive if you don't do everything else. So let me get to the bottom of the chat, guys, so I can start this free giveaway. There's 114 of you here. We're going to get this giveaway started right now. Let's do it. I see, wait a minute. Jordan says, does your wife get mad when you bring home new fish? Not really. I just do it for the jokes. I do those reels for the jokes because they're funny. But no, my wife doesn't get mad. She knows that I have a channel here. We're doing this YouTube thing. So my wife is very supportive of my tanks and of my hobby. I have 2 huge tanks in my living room, guys. If my wife wasn't supportive, there's no way I could do this. All right, here we go. We're going to start the giveaway now, guys. I'm going to start it up right now. Here we go. Let me pay for this and get it going. I see the windows popped up. Stand by, everybody. We're gonna start this raffle and we're gonna wrap up right now. Today, the t-shirt is only worth 50 points, guys. 50 points will buy you 1 ticket for a KaveMan t-shirt. Boom, boom, boom. 21.9. Okay. Paying for it right now. One more step. Loading. Got it. Successful. And now, your giveaway has started. Okay. I'm always trying to figure this out. Boom. And now I'll see the entries here. So, I think that I need to always do this to make it work. Boom. Open raffle. Okay, guys. That should do it. Did it even go? There. Now it went. Open raffle. And let me see if the bot actually opens it and starts accepting tickets. Check your points out, guys, if you haven't yet. All right, everybody's checking their points. So the Ender 99 did exclamation point raffle 10. If you guys see the way he did it, that means he's trying to purchase 10 tickets. But he has not entered yet. So let me see if open raffle. Kim did open raffle. I think only the moderators can do open raffle. So it seems to not work every time that I do it, guys. But once one of the mods do it, then it would work. So John or Pat, if you're still here, try doing exclamation point open raffle so we can get this thing going before we lose people here. Brett says, what the hell is this? We're doing a raffle, Brett. Don't worry about it. You're going to learn today. Oh, here, let me put this up while we do this so that you guys know what's going on. We're doing the raffle right now. Okay, the raffle is open and I have entries right now. So Fish Legend has entered with 1 ticket, and Patrick is in with 3 tickets. Frank Guerra is in with 3 tickets. So here we go, guys. Let me see. Did I mention on this how to enter the raffle? I gotta add that to this too. But guys, how you see what everybody's doing? You do exclamation point raffle, and that's gonna enter you into the raffle. If you want more than 1 ticket, you do exclamation point raffle space the number of tickets that you want, and it will enter you into the raffle. So the bot is letting everybody know how many tickets they purchased. So Chris just got 6, Kim got 3, Jay Speedy got 5 tickets. If your points are on a cooldown, it's because you're checking them too often. But you need 50 points to buy 1 ticket. If you're a subscriber, you get some bonus tickets. If you're a member, you get some bonus tickets. See how many people are in here. There's a lot in here. Let me scroll this up. We're gonna, oh man, a lot of you guys have entered. Okay, it's working really, really well right now. I love when this thing works right. Why can't I move this where I want to move it? Thank you. Thank you. There you go. That's what I want to see. Everybody's joining and entering. I like that. Jordan can't wait to continue to grow the aquarium and buy a bigger tank. Jordan, I don't know if you're a girl or a guy, Jordan. I'm sorry, because my daughter's name is Jordan, but Jordan is also a boy's name. So sorry if I misspoke there. And Jordan with the $10 super chat. Thank you, bro. Super sticker, I guess that is. Thank you, Jordan. Let me see. Can I see? I can't really tell because it looks fuzzy. I think you're a male, Jordan. I'm going to say thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Let me know if I'm wrong, Jordan. Just let me know. So let's go over how many tickets we got here. We got a lot of guys in here with tickets. What's the giveaway for? It's for a KaveMan t-shirt. You're going to get a piece of merch. A KaveMan Aquatics merch. Only 50 points to get the shirt if you win. Jordan says it's alright, I'm a dude. Okay, I'm glad I got it right. Thank you, Jordan. And thank you for that $10, bro. I appreciate it. So totally Rad Dad says I have no idea what's going on here. I just wanted to say I enjoy the channel. Totally Rad Dad, I thank you very much for coming to let me know that you enjoy the channel. What we're doing right now is that we're having a free giveaway based on points that you accumulate by being here on the live stream. So next time we do a public live stream, make sure you get here on time and early, and you will accumulate points by asking questions. By just watching, you'll get points. And then at the end of the live stream, we do a free giveaway with the points that you accumulated. You can purchase tickets. And that's how everybody's buying their tickets right now. Let me get rid of that high five. Why is that thing there? I don't even know why it's doing that. What am I pressing? I'm not pressing anything. All right, let's go over how many people are in here. There are a lot. I see 59 tickets, guys, from 18 people. There's 100 people in the live stream right now, and there's only 18 people with tickets. So I don't know if you guys don't want the shirt, if you guys are saving your points maybe, or if you don't know how to enter. The way you enter is by typing exclamation point raffle space however many number of tickets that you want. I wonder if the bot is letting you guys know how to do it. It should be. It should let you know that there's, yes, it says official raffle is going on for viewers. Use exclamation point raffle and then the number of tickets to enter the raffle. Each ticket costs 50 KaveMan live points. Fish Legend says, I wear one of your hoods and it feels amazing. I agree, bro. I bought like 3 of those hoodies. The quality of the cotton on that premium hoodie is super duper comfortable. I'm not even lying, guys. Fish Legend said it. If you buy one of those hoodies, and I'll do giveaways on the hoodies too, but I figured because it's getting warm, maybe guys don't want hoodies now. You know, it's starting to warm up. But yes, that premium hoodie, that thing feels amazing. So let me get into how many people are here, because I don't want to keep everybody too long. It's already 8:15, guys. So I'm gonna give it to 8. I'm gonna give it 2 more minutes, guys, because a lot of you have already entered and have tickets. I see 61 tickets. So I have 8:16 on my clock just right now. We're gonna give it to 8:18. 2 minutes left to enter the raffle, and then I'm gonna shut it down, and then we're gonna pick a winner. 2 minutes left. So right now I see Fish Legend has only 1 ticket. Stephanie has 5. Patrick has 3. Frank Guerra 3. Agent Shadow Wolf has 4. Raul's Aquatics has 5. Robin has 3. Kim has 3. Chris G has 6 tickets. Jay Speedy has 5. Tracy has 1. Steve Edmonds has 1. Shoaib has 4 tickets. Al is in the building. He's got 1 ticket. Keenan's got 5 tickets. Frank Taylor is in with 8 tickets. My man Matthew Bigger is Better has 2 tickets. And Pamela has 1 ticket. Oink Master Supreme is also in with 3 tickets. So, if I didn't mention your name, you have not entered for whatever reason. This thing is not flawless, guys. I'll tell you that right now. Sometimes people are trying to join and it doesn't let them join. But right now, there's 19 people that have entered with 64 tickets, and we got about a minute left. 1 minute left, guys. And we're going to hit it. We're going to do it. Let me, how do I do this? Let's go with the Africans. Let's check the tank out one more time. Check out the Fusco, guys. What you guys think about the Fusco? Look at him. Looking like a stud. I love that. He has like 3 different shades of blue on him. I love it. The white lips. Look at the white lips. Those lips are beautiful, big, and white and bright. I love it. There's my giraffe hat. There's my iceberg right there. Taiwan Reef just swam away. There's my Malawi Hawk. Malawi Hawk looking great. All right, guys. I think we hit it. Nope. Still not 18 yet. But I see somebody. We got 65 tickets, 19 users. Golgo is smaller. I think you mean Goldo. No, he's not smaller. It's probably just the camera or the angle, but Goldo is not smaller. No way. Lil AJ, will you ever consider getting a flower horn? Not really, because they're so aggressive. You know, they need a lot of space in their own. I don't want to have a tank that has like 1 big fish in it. It's not really my thing. I love the Fusco mouth. Yes, I agree. Okay. 8:18, guys. We're done. 19 people with 66 tickets. I'm going to close entries. Boom. Entries are closed. Let me see if this says anything about it. There it is. You can no longer enter the raffle, guys. And the winner is, I'm going to pick right now. Here we go. Now, mind you, hold on, guys. The winner that this picks has to still be here in the stream, because they're going to have to click a link to redeem. So don't go anywhere if you didn't win, because the winner might not be here and I'll have to pick another winner. So here we go. Ready, guys? 3, 2, 1. And the winner is... The winner is Bigger is Better. My man Matthew. I swear to God, all I do is click a button and it picks this thing itself. There it is. Check it out. We have a winner. Congrats. Bigger is Better. So, Matthew, I hope you're here, bro. Click that link to redeem the offer. Let's see. Matthew, let me know if you're here. Let me know. Shoot me a comment right there. I want to see you. We got to see if he clicks the link. If he doesn't click the link, if he's not here, then we got to pick another winner. Come on, Bigger is Better. You're going to be so happy if you're here and you know that you won that. Come on, Matthew. Where are you? He's here. Bigger is so hype. My man Bigger is Better. Congratulations, bro. He's here. He is the winner today. Bigger, go ahead and click that link. Do what you got to do. It's probably going to ask you for your address and stuff like that, because it's going to send you the shirt directly. I want to see a picture in the Facebook group with your new shirt, bro, Congratulations on that win. Guys, thanks to all of you for being here with me tonight. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm sorry if I didn't get to your question. It's hard to get to everybody's questions. This chat jumps around a lot, but I do my best. Thank you to everybody who super chatted. Thank you to everybody that wished me a happy Memorial Day. And thanks to all the veterans that are here, that are not here. Be safe, everyone. Don't miss this week's video on Saturday. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be controversial. Like I said, some of you are not going to be happy with what I've done, but some of you are going to be happy. So check it out. Don't miss it. Guys, I'll see you on the next public live stream or on the next video. Thanks again, everybody. Have a good night. Peace.